Hello? Is it working properly? I think it is. Hello. Let me just adjust my sound system. I don't know if my sound would be good. I edited my sounds. I messed around with my audio settings earlier for like an hour, and it just doesn't seem like it's working properly. So please let me know if it's like weird or anything. Uh, is my YouTube even working properly? I'm not sure. It's just saying it's loading. Weird. I don't understand YouTube live stream. Does someone understand? I am struggling. I am currently like listening to my own audio playback and it seems fine. It seems good. What is that? Oh, I got an ad on my own channel. Okay, so this game is about Yandere boy that falls in love with you, I think. I tried not to look too much into the spoilers, so that way I can experience the game myself. I didn't really read the summary except that this is like an 18 plus game. It is quite scary, apparently, allegedly. And what else was it? It's an 18 plus game, it's scary, and it will become scarier and scarier with each passing day, I think. So yeah, sounds interesting. This game was recommended to me by one of my comments on the post I published a few days back. So yeah, thank you so much for recommending me this game. I hope I like it. Um, this game has an NSFW content, but I will, not use it because this is streaming. I am wondering, however, if I should just stream it on Discord, perhaps, like the NSFW stuff. But I don't know. It depends on whether people want to see, because right now my Discord is like empty as hell, which is fine. I'm just wondering if people would like to see me stream it. I don't mind. So yeah, that's the everything I want to tee up about. So let's read the content warning and then we can start. 14 Days with You is a demo for an upcoming horror. Oh, it's a demo! I didn't even know. Oh, hi Iris. Yeah, you like to see me streaming? Thank you. 14 Days with You is a demo for an upcoming horror romance game, and it's specifically created for those who are 18 plus. Minors are strictly prohibited from playing. This demo also involves strong language, sexual content, unsettling themes, mentions of death and murder, eye-straining tags, cool, screen shakes, and is intended for mature audiences only. Themes will get darker as more days are released. Viewer discretion is advised. So yeah, I'm very excited. I am over 18. Yes. I have read everything correctly. Ooh, pretty! Yo. You always miss it because you're always busy or sleepy? Oh, I'm sorry. Should I'll try to stream in your time zone more often, babe. Mwah. But yeah, okay. Let's go. Is the game too loud? I'm not sure. Enable streamer mode. This will disable all sexual content and limit the use of strong language. It will not change the overall dark themes present within the demo. Yes, please. I would like that very much. Again, if people want to see the actual NSFW, I don't mind streaming this on Discord. Oh, it's not the time zone issue, it's a me issue. Not everybody can be jobless like me, I'm afraid. So it's okay, baby. Ooh, I can be called Angel. That sounds pretty. I don't mind. Okay, still a demo. I didn't know this was a demo. Angel, huh? I see. I can't wait to finally meet you, Angel. Sounds fine? Okay, thank you. And in other news, the remains of yet another body has been pulled out from Lake Blue Moss, making it a total of 4 unidentifiable victims this past year. Authorities believe that... Ugh. Stifling a groan with the rim of my coffee cup, I fish around for the remote lodged between the cushions and turned off the TV. I wasn't about to let some morbid headline damper the start of my cheerful morning, especially considering how today was going to be my first day at work after finally getting that hard-earned promotion. I mean, sure, stacking and sorting through books in the library might not have been my dream job, or even my first choice of places to work after moving back. But the pay was nice. I'm dumb. The pay... I am insane. Okay. But the pay was nice, my coworkers are friendly, and the building was located within the perfect walking distance from my apartment. There was even this little bakery. There were a little bakery along the way that served the best shortcakes and croissants known to mankind. And the manager there always loved to hand out small freebies whenever I stopped by. Sounds like a good manager. It still beats living in the city though. Honestly, I wasn't even sure why I left my hometown in the first place. The fast-paced, hustle and bustle lifestyle of the city just wasn't what I was longing for whenever I stared out of my window on sleepless nights. And the people there were always rude and indignant. It was nothing like Cortland Bay, where everyone felt like a close-knit family, and the air smelled like the sea rather than pollution. And sure, the local crime rate might be getting out of hand as of late, and there might be fewer things for me to do here. But my dream job keeps me busy, and I prefer spending time alone at the beach over visiting shady bars with people I barely considered friends. In fact, setting my Mac onto the table, I reached into my pocket and pulled out my phone. A notification from Moth, my online friend, pops up, so I tap on the screen to read their message. What greets me is an adorable sticker of some anime character giving a thumbs up, as well as a short message that says, "Good luck today" underneath. How cute! Moth has always been adamant about showing their endless support for me, even after 5 years of friendship, cursed memes, and late-night video calls. And even though I would never admit it out loud, I was truly grateful to have someone like them in my life. That's so cute! Pulling up the keyboard, I began to type a response to their message. Oh, I like already. How will you respond? I guess because I don't really know the context. Okay. I guess because I don't really know the context, I'll just respond with whatever. What would I respond? I guess thank you. It really was considerate of them to send this message, especially considering our contrasting time zones. So I decided on sending back a quick thank you in response. A gray chat bubble pops up just as I hit the send button, indicating that Moth was typing another message. By the way, did you see the latest AOG episode? I heard Haruko got an outfit change. Spoil it for me, did he really change his hairstyle as well? Oh my god, I think my live stream thumbnail is still Homie Cypher, so just bear with that. I'll change it when I'm done with streaming. Or was it really just his sorcerer outfit? Attack on Giants, or AOG as Moth like to call it, is a popular anime series that we recently became obsessed with, and Haruko is one of the main characters from the show. He's a sorcerer known for his shy and airheaded demeanor, and as of late, his hairstyle had become a trending topic within the community. Now that I thought about it, what hairstyle did Haruko have in the latest episode? Huh? What? So many choices? Huh? Confused. Short hair? I like short hair. He cut it short! Let's hold a funeral. Rest in R.I.P. Why rest in R.I.P.? To his luscious pink locks, gone but not forgotten. By the way, I don't mean to change the subject, but didn't you say last night you were gonna head to work at 8 a.m.? Cause it's like almost 9:30 where you are right now, right? Or am I just dumb and got the time zones mixed up again, lol? I do that all the time. Looking at the time displayed on my phone, I immediately let out a string of curses and leapt to my feet. Crap. Grabbing the coat that I had carelessly strewn across the back of the sofa earlier, I quickly shrug it on before making a beeline towards the front door. Before I leave, however, I spare myself one final glance in the poorly hung mirror in the hallway. Hopefully, the outfit I chose was appropriate for my job. What is my job? I don't know. What is my job? What style did you go for? Shit. What is my job? I don't know. I don't know. How would I know what my job is? What would I wear to work? Depends on which workplace. Okay. Casual? Not seeing the point in getting overdressed for work, I settled for something more low-key and laid-back. I didn't save before making the choice. Yeah, it's a long-distance relationship, and it's rest in peace, exactly. Also, sorry about that. My laptop crashed, so I couldn't see the comments. But yes. Adjusting the strings and sleeves of my hoodie. No, because I actually went to my office job in just hoodies every day. Adjusting the strings and sleeves of my hoodie, I gave myself an appreciative nod in the mirror. But enough of that. I can check myself out another time. Hastily, I smooth out the wrinkles and pick off any stray pieces of lint from my sleeves before I finally head out the front door. That is so me. And I almost catch my coat on the door handle in the process. For real. Oh, that's so cute! What a cute apartment! With a grumble, I tug at the fabric of my coat before slamming the door shut with a little bit too much force than necessary. Even trying to insert my key came with a bit of a struggle, and I had to fight the urge to yell in frustration as I attempted to lock my door. Seriously, when will that lazy bum of a landlord do something about this? As long as you're productive, no need to dress professionally. That is so real! Like, why would I care about dressing up? This is so true. I swear I've complained about this at least 4 times this month. Oh, hi there. Oh, hi, Yuna! Oh, hey there, Angel, looking good. My neighbor Violet practically beams at me while she fishes through her pockets for her own apartment key. Resting on her hip was yet another potted plant, and I found myself wondering where she was going to put it this time. I was almost entirely convinced that her whole apartment has been turned into a greenhouse at this point, considering how her balcony was practically filled to the brim with different kinds of plants, greenery, and other various kinds of flora. That sounds so cute! I want one of those! I would love to like grow my own herbs and such. Save money. But I wasn't about to complain or anything. The fragrance that wafted in with the wind always smelled floral and earthy, and it did well to mask the smell of smoke and burnt food whenever I tried to cook. Poor MC. Love the shoes, by the way! The color really complements your aura this morning. You'll have to let me peek inside your closet someday. I've been looking for some new inspirations lately. You want to grow your favorite flowers? Yeah, me too. And I also want like a lot of herbs, like a lot of herbs, so I don't have to go out every time I need to cook. Especially with winter right around the corner. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Oh, but back to you. I wonder what the symbol... Yo, what is that, huh? Whoa, yo. Okay, I'm gonna get so confused. I am actually really dumb, but I will try my best. Yeah. In my house spouse era, don't add me. Stop interfering with my walks, Tio. Can't do anything, yeah. Okay. Buddy maps? Why the fuck do I have my GPS on for people to see? Her voice pulls me away from my thoughts, and I notice how the growing smile on her face doesn't seem to falter. Wow, Violet sure was extra chirpy this morning. I wonder if she'd let me borrow some of that energy. In response, I shoot my neighbor a grin on my own, and it apparently was enough to brighten her mood even more than it was already. That sounds cute. How will you respond? Um, it's nice to see you again? Yeah, it's nice to see you too. I'd usually still be at the flower shop at this time, so it's nice to finally be able to catch up with you like this, especially when our schedules align. Okay, I don't think we can date her. Is this a demo? Yes, this is a demo. I didn't know it was a demo until I actually played it, and it said it's a demo. I barely read the summary. Just so I don't get spoiled. Speaking of, you should stop by my place the next time you're free. I'd love to introduce you to this little guy's family. Oh, I almost forgot. I've been meaning to ask you this, but when were you going to tell me that you were seeing someone? Huh? Yeah, same, huh? A knowing look pulls at her features as Violet continues to fiddle with the lock on her door. What are you talking about? Come on, don't act like you didn't just have a guy over last night. I saw him leaving when I took Kathy out for a walk. My YouTube says it's a horror game. Yes, it is a horror game. That is correct. I'd be more worried about my neighbor taking her named plants, out on a walk at night, but the thought of someone leaving my apartment seemed to set off way more alarm bells. Give Violet a concerned look, and she picks up on it almost immediately. Yeah, that's kind of weird. You don't remember? Don't tell me you were drunk or something. With a huff, she gives up on trying to unlock her door. It seemed as though we both shared the same problem with our apartment locks, and places her potted plant on the ground before slowly making her way towards me. Tall guy? Wearing a dark slasher hoodie? That doesn't sound concerning at all. Really into alternative fashion with the crazy amount of belts and loops wrapped around his leg? Ring any bells? No. Last night I was just catching up on some TV shows and talking with my friend. No one came here. Even if they did, I would have heard them. The place really isn't that big anyway. Really? But I was so sure it was your door. Hand rests on her cheek in a thinking manner before she pots up at me, seemingly giving in for now. Alright then. Maybe it was somebody else's apartment. It is always so dark in these hallways at night. Honestly, what is our landlord doing? Would you mind if I check in with the security downstairs later? It'd give me some peace of mind. Yeah, that's fine. Alright then. Thank you, Angel. So, I don't understand what this does. Mine is purple. Green. Angel, we are green. We are at like. I am confused. Well, I've got some plants to water and some MMOs to raid in, so... Violet lets out one last huff before she picks up the plant. What did she name this one again? And goes back to unlocking her door. Good talk, I guess. Even if it was kinda awkward, hehe. Yeah, sure. See you later, Vi. Slipping past my neighbor and into the cramped hallway, I quickly make for the stairs. When will they fix that broken elevator? And break into a slight jog. Thankfully, the weather was rather cool today, and the shoes I chose weren't going to leave me with blisters by the time I reached the library. The smell of old paper, coffee, and soft incense floods my senses as I step through the library's glass doors. Their library has incense? The fuck? That's weird. Mine doesn't have that. The melodic chimes alert the woman at the reception desk of my arrival, and I watch as she tucks a stray of stray blonde hair behind her ears as she turns to greet me. Good morning, Eleanor. Oh. She looks surprised for some reason, before her expression morphs into a soft smile, and she beckons me closer with a nod of her head. Eleanor is one of my co-workers here at Corlin Bay Library, and one of the very few people here who actually gets the work done. And although she's notorious for being rather scatterbrained, she more than makes up for it with her caring and doting attitude towards everyone. But her nurturing personality can get rather overbearing at times, and I often find myself having to step away to get some breathing room. Nevertheless, she's charming to work with, and I appreciate her always looking out for me. After all, who knows what my sleeping schedule would have looked like without her help. Angel, just on time. I printed out your... Wait, where did I? Her expression turns into slight panic and she spins around her... Gag! As she spins on her heels, and I silently watch with amusement as she shuffles through the various books and stacks of paper lining her desk. Where did I leave it? Ah, here it is. Spinning around once more, Eleanor comes back and hands me a sheet of paper with the word schedule printed in big bold letters. I take it from her grasp and give the sheet a once-over. Well, it looks like I'm going to be busy for the next few weeks, but I guess Eleanor doesn't seem to share the same disdain as me, judging from the playful look plastered on her face. So, how does it feel to no longer be the one in charge of stacking books all day long? Although you'll still have to work the front desk from time to time though, unfortunately. I offer a weak smile at her words before rounding the corner and placing my back under the desk. And as I begin to pull out some of my belongings, the front door chimes again, letting everyone know that another patron has come in. Figuring Eleanor has it all covered, I leave the customer to her as I go back to preparing everything for the day. But as I turn around to check on her, I noticed that she had already finished greeting the customer and was on her way back to her own desk across to mine. As if sensing my gaze, she spins around in her office chair and flashes me a teasing grin. It's so hard for me to talk. Looks like he's back again. Eleanor gives a soft chuckle as she inclines her head in the direction of the person she was talking about. I know, sorry. You know, that new guy. I don't know when he started showing up here in the Bay, but he always comes in and rents out the books you recommend on the display window. Okay, that's kinda cute. No, I would like it if a guy would read the books I recommend. I don't know. And if I didn't know any better, I'd say he has a little crush on you. Especially with that outfit. Honestly, that laid-back look makes me jealous. Maybe I shouldn't have worn heels today. Snorting, I push Eleanor's office chair so that she's facing the other way and focus my attention back to the papers in front of me. What was with everyone today? Always smiling, gossiping about other people, and meddling in business that wasn't their own. Is there anything to... Wait! Oh, Eleanor! Good morning, Corlin Bay. I see. It was bad enough that I had to deal with a potential intruder, but I doubt my deadbeat landlord was going to do anything about it. I might need to buy a stronger lock on my way home from work, maybe even some kind of alarm system? But would the store still be open by then? All of a sudden, I get pulled backwards as Eleanor playfully wheels my chair around and leans over my shoulder to softly speak into my ear. Would you look at that? Lover boy and aisle 8 need some help, it seems. She nods in the direction of the red light flashing above the bookshelves, signaling to the staff that someone in that row needed assistance. My library doesn't have that. Is that normal for a library to have? Just like signals? Interesting. With a sigh, I reluctantly stand up and make my way over. I already know for a fact that Eleanor wasn't going to go help them herself, so I begrudgingly begin to make my way toward aisle 8 alone. I know better than to glance back at her though, knowing fully well that my teasing coworker would be sporting the biggest grin on her face at my misfortune. Ducking around the corner and into the aisle, I was immediately met with a broad backside that was covered by what had to be the comfiest looking cardigan I had ever seen. The person whom it belonged to, however, hadn't seemed to notice me yet, so I awkwardly clear my throat and absentmindedly shift my weight from one foot to another. Sounds like a luxurious library. Yeah, I know, right? Like, my library doesn't have that and it's fucking massive. Oh well, cute boy. Oh, he's actually so cute though! Wait, is this the Yandere? He's kinda cute. He seems to jump at the sudden noise before sheepishly turning around to face me. Immediately I was taken back by his soft demeanor, doe-like eyes, and imposing height. And he's tall? Damn. So this was the guy who always rented out my recommended books on the display window, huh? He definitely fit the aesthetic of a cozy literature lover needing a good book. His pink hair also reminded me of Haruko, an anime character I had recently been obsessing over with Moss during our late-night video calls. If I said Haruko's hair turned long, will his hair be long? Interesting. In fact, even the overall cut and style appeared vaguely similar to his. But then again, this hairstyle could have been trending right now or something, and I just so happened to be the last to know about it. Good thing I picked short, I like short-haired guys. But now that I really had a good look at him, which proved difficult considering his towering height, the stranger also seemed to bear a near picture-perfect resemblance to the male lead from the Swept comic I was reading. It was called Always With You, and it involved the main character meeting the love of her life at a library? He's so cute though. As if noticing my spaced outlook, the stranger absentmindedly scratches at his jaw while he waits for me to snap out of my thoughts. In fact, I had been so distracted that I didn't even realize that he had been muttering quietly to himself. I wasn't expecting you to show up so soon. Oh, he's so cute. Are you sure he's a Yandere? Sorry, I hope I'm not bothering you. I was just looking for a... His voice pulls me back to the present, and I hastily tried to make sense of what was spilling from his cherry-tinted lips. Watching him struggle with words would have made anyone feel bad, so I offer him a reassuring smile in return and an encouraging nod off my head. At that, he takes a steady inhale of air before trying again. I need some help. I'm looking for a specific book, you see, but... And now he's playing with the ends of his sleeves. I feel the sudden urge to reach out and stop him. Did I find the action annoying, endearing, relatable? Who knows? But instead, I held back and waited for him to find the words to speak. But wow, even his mannerisms were eerily similar to Haruko's. The endearing awkwardness and sleeve tugging gave me a sense of deja vu, and it honestly felt like he walked straight out of the anime and into this very library. Damn, bro really said copy-paste your favorite character. Man, Moth is gonna freak when I tell them about this later. The stranger in front of me takes in another shaky inhale before he tries to speak one more time, this time with a lot more confidence in his tone and a fire in his eye. Do you have any books on native flora? The best I've found are on generic wildlife, but nothing about Cortland-based plants. Or maybe I'm just in the wrong aisle? Was looking for a book about the native flora? Perhaps I should introduce him to Violet. Chuckling to myself at the thought, I stepped closer to the tall man and began scanning the contents of the shelf beside him. He almost seems to flinch at the sudden closeness between us, but showed no signs of moving away. In fact, he almost seemed to lean closer and incline his head towards mine. That's so cute! That's puppy-like behavior! That's another level of self-insert? Yeah, I think that's just like, you know, very, very big Yandere vibes. I don't know, he's kinda cute though. I don't know. And had I not been too preoccupied with finding that book, I would have noticed how his breath hitches in his throat as my scent floods his senses. Oh, that's crazy though, actually. Like, what is this? What is this? I don't know. Why am I liking this? Is that bad? No, you're definitely in the right aisle. Those kinds of books are just more hidden, I guess. I step past him and make my way over to the lower part of the shelves. Absent-mindedly, I run a finger against the spine of each book until I come to contact with one book in particular. If dangerous, why cute? Exactly, babe. Then, bending over slightly, I pull the book from the shelf and give the cover a once-over before offering it to the man behind me. Is this what you were looking for? Too preoccupied with the misplaced book on the shelf, who brings cookbooks to the nature aisle? Barely notice how his blue eyes trail across my form before landing on the book held out in my outstretched hand. Damn, Was it just me, or did he have a certain glint in his eye? What does this mean? Oh my, oh right, the NSFW stuff. Yeah. I'm playing that later. Was this book really that interesting? Or perhaps this tall stranger was just really into nature? Well, not that it mattered, because he was already taking a tentative step forward and revealing more of his hands from the depth of his long sleeves. With shaky fingers, I watch as the stranger reaches out and takes it from my grasp. He flips through a few pages to take in its contents before finally settling on the book with an affirmative nod. Yes, this is exactly what I was looking for. Thank you. I'm glad. You're like an angel sent down from heaven or something. You're so helpful. Kind too. Okay. What? Exactly. Oh, I didn't. Did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to. Oh, that must have been so weird. I'm sorry. He looked as though he was about to cry now, so I hastily throw up my hands in a comforting manner and shot him a reassuring smile. Hey, it's fine. No need to freak out. I just wasn't expecting someone to say that about me, is all. Really? Well, I think it's true, for what it's worth. You really are like an angel. I just grabbed the book for you, my guy. It's not a big deal, really. I promise you. Thanks? For real though? An angel, huh? I seriously doubt that was the reason why my parents named me that in the first place, but... It was crazy how he was able to guess my name so easily. Oh wait, yeah, actually that's right. Oh my god. Figuring that was my cue to leave before things got awkward, I give him one last friendly smile and subtly glance back toward the front desk. But the eccentric man showed no sign of moving. Instead, he just looked down at me expectantly. He's the Lulu? Absolutely. Did he want to continue the conversation? It seemed unlikely as he didn't say anything. He simply stared at me. Yeah, totally not weird or anything. Awkwardly, I clear my throat for what had to be the millionth time today and gesture vaguely to the reception desk behind me. Well, if you need more help, I should... This is just getting weird now. Should I even attempt to continue this conversation or just leave? I mean, it would seem rude to just walk away abruptly, especially considering how he's apparently a regular patron in a library I worked at. He wasn't making much of an effort either, so what should I do? Okay. I'm gonna save. Okay, if I'm a worker, like a minimum wage worker, and someone just shuts up, I will politely excuse myself and leave because I hate awkwardness. I should probably head back to the front desk now. Sorry, but I can't be away from it for too long, unless I want to get fired or something. Wait, he seems almost hesitant for a moment before his hand shoots out. Most of it was covered by the sleeve of his cardigan, but it was close enough for my line of sight that I could make out the fine cuts and marks lining his fingers. Oh, no. It's always like that. The Yanderes always have like self-harming marks. It makes me feel bad, which I guess is on purpose by the creators, but oh, come on. Were those burn marks? My name is Ren. It was nice to meet you, and thank you for your help. Oh, was he introducing himself? In that case, I take his outstretched hand and give it a gentle shake. His breath seems to catch in his throat at the contact, but he disguises it by clearing his throat awkwardly. I'm Angel. It's nice to meet you too, but I really need to go back and... Say, are you busy later? I'd love to thank you for helping me find this book. It's just a book, my guy! Seriously, what is up with this guy? One minute he's shy and the next he's bold. It was almost like he was putting up several fronts to see which one I responded to better. Actually, I'll be busy this afternoon. I need to buy a new lock for my apartment. A new lock? That doesn't sound good. Hi! Hi, welcome! Can I ask why? I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell him. I mean, what was he going to do? Personally show up at my doorstep and test the new lock himself? He's gonna do exactly that, girl. Apparently, someone broke into my apartment last night and I didn't notice. I don't think they stole anything, but still, it's creepy. Figured it's better to be safe than sorry, you know? You shouldn't talk about this with a stranger. That is so dangerous. Yeah, but it sounds like instead of a lock, you should just need to jump the scumbag when they least expect it and beat them up to teach them a lesson. Stay up all night if you have to. Really get the edge on them. Do you want to get beaten up? Couldn't help but let out a genuine chuckle at his suggestion. If I had to choose, then this would be the side of him that I preferred. He seemed at ease, and his words weren't as forced or awkward. Yeah? And who's gonna be the one to beat up the guy at 3 a.m.? Because last I checked, I'm not really the type to go around throwing punches at people I don't know. And definitely not before the sun is up and shining. I could do it for you. We just met! Oh my fucking god. But, I mean, we don't know each other that well, and... No, he's so scary! The red flags are crazy. Girlie is insane for talking to him this long. That's fine. I could tell you all about myself on the walk there. That's crazy. My whole life story and everything. Where I was born, the school I went to, how many cute librarians I've met. That's crazy. Which happens to be one so far. Before I could even comment on his sudden confidence, Ren seems to pick up on my discomfort at his choice of words, if it even was discomfort that I was feeling, and hastily backtracks. Hey, or not, I was just messing around. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. There was again that subtle shift in his personality, but now that he mentioned it, would it really hurt to invite him to my place for the night? Yes it would. Run away, far, far away. He definitely looked like he could handle himself in a fight, his contrasting outfit aside, so maybe it wasn't so bad of an idea? Girlie, you're insane. How will I respond? I'm actually scared of him. We're responding how I would respond. Don't invite him over, what the fuck? Sorry, I just don't know you well enough for that. No, I totally get it. I don't know why I suggested that in the first place. Great, now it's back to being awkward again. Yes, Angel, do yourself a favor and stop talking to him. Exactly! She's insane! Holy shit. Well, anyway. Where's she? Angel? Ah! There you are! Someone at the front desk is looking for you and... Oh, sorry. Are you busy right now? I can... Impeccable timing as always, Eleanor. No, it's fine. I think everything is already handled here. Right? He looks angry? Does he? He looks... I don't know, his eyes look dead. He looks like he has no emotions. His eyes are just dead. I give the two of them a soft smile before making my way towards the reception desk. But as I pass by Eleanor, I gently clasp a hand on her shoulder and shoot her a playful look of my own. He was looking angry? Shit, I didn't see. I'm gonna have to look back later. If you need more help, I'm sure Eleanor here can assist you. She loves helping others, right? Oh shit, you're right. He look... he's scary! And as I turn to leave, I barely missed the way Ren's eyes zone in on my hand resting on Eleanor's shoulder. Chill! Is he gonna break her shoulder or something because of this? Hours seem to pass by in a blur, and soon enough, I find myself resting up in the employees' lounge. My mind drifts back to the guy from earlier, and I couldn't help but wonder what happened to him afterwards. Did he rent out the book I offered? What about my recommended novel of the week? Ren surely was strange, to say the least, but I had to admit that he did seem kind of cute with his oversized cardigan and timid demeanor. It still gave me off-putting vibes though, especially with his ever-changing personality. And if I had to be completely honest, that shy and timid persona that he displayed felt rather forced to me. It was almost as if he saw it on TV or something and wanted to try it out for himself, and I just happened to be one of his first victims. But who was I to call him out for it? That was his business if he wanted to act all shy and demure. Trust your intuition, girl. I know, like, she thinks he's insane, but she doesn't mind that he's insane, which is like the craziest part to me. Angel? Everything alright? It's not often I find you in here at this time. Conan, my boss, startles me as he suddenly appears in the entranceway. Everyone saw him as some kind of blessing to this institution, because the moment he showed up, all forms of trouble seems to disappear overnight. Yeah, she's crazy. She's insane. No wonder she got a Yandere tagging along. Those low-life teens start causing chaos elsewhere, and the rumored gangs become few and far between. At first, I thought he might have been linked to these criminals because of his intimidating gaze and facial scars. What facial scars? I like facial scars. Where is it? I don't see it. Am I blind? But then I got to know him better and found out that he held a massive soft spot for those dear to him. Though, much like Eleanor, Conan felt more like a father figure with how much he fretted over his staff and well-being. And he literally installed a new air conditioner and water dispenser last week because one of his employees fainted due to heat stroke. I think that's like the bare minimum. I don't know what to tell you, my girl. It wasn't anything too major, but it was nice to know that our boss was considerate enough about the people he hired. I doubt I could say the same about my old job in the city. Conan was also nice enough to chat to whenever I went on my breaks, and would always encourage me to take as much time as I needed before I returned to my desk. But after realizing that I had once again been spacing out, I pulled myself away from my thoughts and turned to offer my boss an acknowledging smile. There we go. Yeah, I'm fine. Just taking a short break. I'll be back out there soon. Take as long as you need. Don't overwork yourself. He seems hesitant to leave, if the way he was shifting from one foot to the other was any indication. He shoots me a concerned look before opening his mouth, only to close it once more in contemplation. Have you seen Eleanor? I asked her. Oh shit, did he like kill her? Wait. Okay. Ren EXE. Oh god, oh boy, oh my god. Interesting. And yeah, where's Eleanor? Okay, that's Eleanor. And C. O'Rourke, key 14. Treat your books with kindness. Okay. Why do we have Ren's social media? That's kind of sus. Have you seen Eleanor? I asked her to come see me regarding the unsorted novels in the storeroom, but she's yet to show up. Eleanor? Last I saw her, she was talking to one of our patrons in aisle 8. Maybe she's still there? Yeah. I'll have to check again. Thank you. And with that, he disappeared just as quickly as he came. But that was odd. It wasn't like Eleanor to suddenly just go missing. Was she still occupied with Ren? It had been a while, so I figured she would have finished helping him and left by now. Oh well, I'm sure she'll turn up sooner or later. Ren didn't seem much like a talkative person anyway. She died. She fucking died because MC placed her hand on her shoulder and Ren got jealous. Jeez, why did my thoughts keep returning to that eccentric man? Cause he's a red flag! Deciding that I wasn't going to waste my time thinking about any more pink-haired guys, my beloved Haruko aside, I get up from the lounge and meander my way back towards the front desk again. But once I arrived, I immediately noticed that my chatty coworker was still nowhere to be found. It was just like my boss had said. Eleanor wasn't anywhere to be seen, and it wasn't like her to leave the reception desk unattended for so long. Maybe she managed to knock over a pile of books again and was busy cleaning it up. It certainly wouldn't be anything out of the ordinary for her. Well, whatever. I'm sure she'll turn up again soon. Famous last words. The impact from me plopping down into my office chair caused some papers around me to rustle, and a bright pink sticky note fluttering around captures my attention. Assuming it was left here by Eleanor, I peel the folded note off my computer screen and read it. You can throw this away if you want. Oh, unfolding it read the following. His number! That's crazy! He's crazy! That stuttering guy from aisle 8, that's crazy! He scares me! Did Ren leave this note? And was that his number? I had to admit, he really was a persistent fellow. Okay, actually. So, Eleanor's GPS is still there, right? So she's not dead yet, I think. And before I could Eleanor the chance to manifest behind me and tease me to Kingdom Come, I pocket the note and go back to sorting through the stack of returned books left on the desk. While walking home from work, I couldn't shake off the feeling that someone was watching me from behind. Yet every time I turned around, no one was there. Felt like a pair of eyes were on me and watching my every move, which was strange considering how I'd never noticed this when I first started walking to and from my workplace. Maybe I was imagining things? Or maybe I was just too tired. Rolling my eyes at my own paranoia, I continue on my walk, but I didn't make it that far before. Angel! Heyo! I could recognize this boisterous voice anywhere. The first one belonged to Jae Hyun, a guy I had met during my early days at university. He sat next to me during the first few days of orientation and even offered to lend me his phone charger when my battery started to run out. He's a fun guy to be around, though his extroverted and energetic personality was often hard to keep up with. But Leon, the other guy awkwardly hangs off Jay's arms, was a different story. We'd practically known each other since we were babies, but he moved away from Cortland Bay when we were still in elementary school. I wasn't sure when he moved back to the Bay, but it was great knowing I'd be able to see him again. I just wished I could find a time to hang out with him just like we used to, but I was always busy with work and he was always busy playing volleyball and taking care of his sick mother in the hospital. Before I knew it, I was being pulled out of my thoughts by Jay's bubbly laughter. Hey, still with us? Hey, Angel, finally finished with work? We were just about to head over to Club Shoreline. Do you want to come? I'm sure Leon wouldn't mind paying for you as well. Oi, I don't mind paying for her, but who said anything about paying for you? I did, just now. Leon, thanks, you're the best. I don't miss the way Leon rolls his eyes at Jay's antics before settling his gaze on me once more. Okay, I want to see their things. Imagine paying to get into a club. My wallet is crying. Interesting and twisting. So what's with the purple stuff? I don't get it. Oh, that's us, right? Wait. Huh? Ren dislikes us. That's crazy. Why does he hate me? What did I do wrong? Because I wouldn't let a stranger go into my room? He's crazy, actually. You want to tag along? I really don't mind paying if you do. Sorry guys, as much as I'd love to, I'm kind of drained from work. Maybe another time though. Hey, no worries, Star. Just make sure you take it easy when you get back home, yeah? He shoots me a considerate smile before throwing an arm over Jay's shoulder. Well then, if you'll excuse us, I gotta find a way to get this knucklehead to cover his own entry fees. We can all catch up another time, okay? I watch as they both throw a carefree wave over their shoulders as they both head off in the direction of the nightclub, a few blocks down the street. It was nice seeing them again, especially since I had been so occupied with moving back home and settling in. Didn't feel that long, but 2 months was a long time, and I somehow couldn't find a single chance to hang out with either of them yet. Oh well, there's always next time. Putting those thoughts to rest, I start making my way back home once more. Interesting. I wonder how long this demo is, because last time I played a demo, I ended up spending so long on it. Back at home, the sound of my microwave meal and the television filled the silence as I told Moth about my day. Like always, their webcam is pointed towards the ceiling with only half of their face in the frame. But I knew it was probably because they hadn't cleaned their room in a while. At that thought, I glanced towards the growing pile of laundry in my laundry basket and make a mental note to take care of it on my next day off. Now that I was looking at it, when did I leave it looking so messy? Oh my god, did he run through our fucking laundry? That's gross. And since when did I leave last week's load on top? Hello, Earth to Angel, you good? Huh? Sorry? What were you talking about? I was asking about that dude from earlier. Like, I seriously can't believe he gave you his number. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Yeah, no kidding. My guy literally couldn't even stutter out a complete sentence, yet he was able to shoot his shot like that? Well, maybe his, really is big. Jeez, Moth. What? I'm just saying. But you'll let me know, right? If it really is big? I'm hanging up on you. Okay, I'm just kidding. But for real though, did you text him back yet? No. I thought you were supposed to make them wait a day or something. I don't want to seem too eager. So you're saying you're eager? Ahem! Attention everyone, she's eager as hell. And for a guy who doesn't even know how to grow a backbone, it is kinda cute if the guy isn't like a fucking creep. Shame he is. Still no changes. Interesting. Oh, I'm not saying anything, but your neighbors will if you keep shouting like that. Yeah. Okay, look, if it were me, I'd text him back as soon as possible. Maybe even give him a call instead if his voice was as submissive and breathable as you said it was. I literally never said that. If that's what you want to believe. Dang it, their laughter was contagious. Why are you still talking to me anyway? Go call up your precious little Haruko 2.0. I got some webcomics I need to catch up on anyway. Oh, speaking of webcomics, did you read the latest chapter for Always Wait? Alright, I'm hanging up now. See ya, Angel. With a sigh, I watched as the green call button turned red. Moth has always been terrible towards my impulse control, but I adored them either way. Spinning around in my chair, I glanced over at my phone charging on a nightstand and decided to listen to Moth's words after all. I worked so hard to not let the guy come to my place, and here we are chatting them up. That's crazy. Hopping onto my bed, I scoop my phone up and unlock it. I navigate the messages app easily and open up a new contact to enter Ren's details. Moments seemed to pass as I blankly stared at his number on the screen, and before I could let myself stall any longer, I finally decided on what I should do. Okay, I kinda wanna block his number, but I don't think I would. Okay, what would I do? I wouldn't block, but I also wouldn't message him, you know? Like, I don't know. I'll wait until tomorrow, fuck it. Putting my phone down, I decided to stick to what I know best and just text him in the morning instead. No, because I wouldn't block someone. Blocking someone is so mean. I feel bad. What is this song? I am scared. I climbed into bed with the thought of the supposed intruder still heavy on my mind, but I eventually put it to rest by remembering the heavy-duty lock I bought and installed earlier. There's no way anyone could break in now, and even if they did, I could rely on my neighbor to hear. It's not mean if it's a creep. I know, but he doesn't know my number. I don't know that he knows my number, so like, I wouldn't just block him. He hates me right now though, so I feel like he's gonna like kill me or some shit. He hates me right now. I'm scared. Often I'd hear Violet gaming away on her computer until the early hours of the morning, so I felt safe knowing that she'd be around if something went wrong. Even if oh shit! He knows she snitched. Even if I couldn't hear her right now. Where is she anyway? Violet. Okay, Ren is far away. Violet is close to Ren, which is not good. Where are we? Where are we? It doesn't show where we are. Huh? Okay. Oh well, I'm sure everyone takes their gaming breaks every so often. Snuggling deeper into the warmth of my blankets, my eyes began to feel heavy as I slowly lulled myself into a dreamland. because of this, I missed the sound of footsteps creeping down the hallway. Ugh, the sound it makes on my ears. Gross. Error? Can someone read binary? I have to like look up that binary codes later. There we go. Don't worry, Angel. I won't let you get my bad ending. So don't hide from me. Why are you hiding from me? I'm scared! No, I won't hurt you, so don't be scared. Don't you realize that we're meant to be together? I love you, Angel. I love you so much. It's not scary, the fuck? Chill. Okay, sorry. It's fine. I'm fine. It's chill. Whatever. Okay. So I failed, I guess. Should I just load? I feel like I should just load. Yes. Okay, wait. Let me just load. Okay, let's load to the very first one. How will it respond? I'm gonna send back a meme, whatever. Without missing a beat, I open up the image gallery with practiced fingers and send back a blurry picture of a worm in the back of Crisp with the word sexy written in glitter font. I like how one of my sisters randomly messaged me the moment he popped up. You were saved from the jump scare. The jump scares ruined the vibe? What do you mean it ruins the vibes? I got scared. Not even 5 seconds passed before Moth quips back with a response of their own, this time sending their own cryptic meme of a frog sitting on a slice of bread. Is that butter? Before I can ask, a gray chat bubble pops up once more, indicating that Moth was still typing another message. I know it wasn't scary at all, but sounds scary. I don't know. Okay, let's try middle length hair. Oh, so it's still relatively the same length then? Phew. I must have been looking at fake news or something. By the way, I don't mean to change the subject, but blah 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 blah. Let's do something alternative. Okay, so maybe my outfit might not match the vibes of the library, but hey, at least I look hot while selecting those books. Adjusting the black choker around my neck and readjusting the fishnet mesh, I gave myself an appreciative nod in the mirror. But enough of that. Blah 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 blah. What exactly are you holding? Oh, this? It may or may not be another plant I impulsively bought from work. Isn't she beautiful? She briefly pulls away from her log to gently pet the succulent plant. The look on her face is soft now, and I couldn't help but stare. Okay, skip. Huh? Another boyfriend? Blah blah blah. Especially with that outfit you've got on. Makes you look rather beautiful, so I can't really fault him for staring. Because he was staring. A lot. Snorting, I push Eleanor's office chair so that she's facing the other way and focus my attention back to the papers in front of me. What was with everyone today? Always smiling, gossiping about other people, and meddling in business that wasn't their own. It was bad enough that I had to deal with a potential intruder, but I doubt my deadbeat landlord was going to do anything about it. Might need to buy a stronger lock on my way home from work, maybe even some kind of alarm system. But would the store still be open by then? Blah blah blah. Oh yeah! Yo, he actually looks really good with this hair. Wow, you look... But I thought you preferred softer clothing. That's why I... Okay. He's just looking for stuff. Should I just date him in this safe? Wait, no, not there. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's keep talking. So, do you come here often? Seriously, Angel? That was the best you could come up with? Dang it, now he probably thinks I'm the weird one. Yes, actually, I like visiting whenever I have some free time. Although I usually end up coming here just to hide away in a corner somewhere and look at your book collection. You have a lot of interesting books here. Lots and lots of books. Yeah? I mean, it is a library after all. But sure, whatever you say, mister. Actually, now that I think about it, you haven't told me your name yet. Oh, I guess you're right. Huh? You can call me... What? It was like he said something, but his voice was delayed. Was that even his voice? Was he speaking English? Almost felt like something that came out of a dream. How did you do that? Do what? Anyway, you can just call me Ren if you'd like. Is it alright if I continue to call you Angel? It's such a unique name, in my personal opinion at least, haha. Okay. Did he just guess my real name? Or was he really just using Angel as a nickname? And was he really flirting with me right now? Are you okay? Yeah, I think, but... How did you know my name? I don't remember telling you. Silly, it's on your name tag. As if to prove a point, Ren reaches out to gently flick the name tag that I somehow forgot that I had put on this morning. Oh, Angel is a cute name though. And it's really, really, really fun to say. Especially over and over again. Right? Anyway, say, are you busy later? Blah 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 blah. I guess I'll invite him over. Actually, you know what? Would you mind coming over and staying the night? I'd feel a bit safer knowing someone else was around. Oh, you actually want me to come over? I mean, yeah. I'm just going all in. Sure, definitely. He seems a bit too eager for this. If it's not too much trouble, I guess. Where is she? Angel. Ah. Okay. Angel. Unfolding it, read the following. I'll wait for you after work, but if you change your mind about our deal, just keep walking. I'll take the hint. Don't worry. Yo, I kind of want to ditch him like that. That sounds mean. That starting guy from aisle 8. The starting guy from aisle 8? Couldn't help but crack a smile at the name Ren chose for himself. Okay. True to his words, I caught a glimpse of Ren patiently waiting for me on one of the benches as I pack up for the day and leave the library. From afar, he looked like an oversized puppy waiting for his owner to return from work, and admittedly, I found it rather cute, especially with how his figurative tail started to wag upon my arrival. Ren seems all too happy to see me, but before I could call him out on it, he offers me a bottle of water that I assumed he bought from one of the convenience stores down the street. Do not drink the water! Oh my fucking god, he's gonna drug me. You worked hard today, now you can finally rest, huh? He's looking down at me again with a glimmer of expectancy in his eyes, so I hesitantly take the bottle of water from his grasp and give him an affirmative nod of my head. Thanks. What does he feel now? He is very happy. He likes that we invited him home. Yeah. No problem. Do you wanna head off now? Or do you wanna rest a bit? I mean, you were standing a lot today. He seems almost lost in his thoughts now, and I wonder how he knew what I'd been doing all day. After all, I figured he would have left after he found that book, but maybe he stayed a bit longer to read it? Girl, run away! Oh no, I'm fine, but do you think we could make a quick detour on the way? I still need to... Angel! Yo, he's so upset. Hiya! I could recognize those boisterous voice anywhere. He's a fun guy, Leon. Before I knew it, I was pulled out of my thoughts by Jay's bubbly laughter. Still with us? Finally finished with work. And who's this? This is Ren. We actually met at work today. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to tell Leon, the human personification of overprotective, that I had just met the man today. What would he think if you found out I was bringing home a complete stranger? This is true, girl. You are insane. Yeah, he usually rents out my recommended books at the library. Yeah. Anyway, Leon, Jay, this is Ren. Ren, this is Leon and Jay. Unfortunately, these guys are my friends. It is truly unfortunate to know such a handsome bloke such as myself. Leon dramatically clutches the spot above his heart as he leans further into Jay's shoulders. So you're Ren? Are you new here? I like to think I know everyone here in the Bay, but it seems you've proven me wrong. Yeah. I recently moved here a couple months ago. They're gonna die? I know they're gonna die. Oh, same as Angel. I'm pretty sure she moved back here like, 2 months ago, right? Leon looks at me for confirmation and I meekly nod my head. Strange how I've only been back here for 2 months, and I've yet to find enough time to catch up with all my friends. Oh, haha, what a coincidence. Anyway, talking about moving is boring. Do you want to come hang out with us? Oh shit, I barely noticed the way Ren gets shoved to the side by Jay, intentional or not, nor could I make out the scowl on his face as soon as the excitable man leans a little too close into my personal bubble. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Jay. We were just about to head over to Club Shoreline. Do you want to come? I'm sure Leon wouldn't mind paying for you as well. Oh, I don't mind paying for her, but who said I'm paying for you? I did, just now. Thanks, Leon, you're the best. I don't miss the way Leon rolls his eyes at Jay's antics before settling his gaze on me once more. You want to tag along? I really don't mind paying if you do. Sorry guys, I've actually already made plans. And do these plans have anything to do with this lanky fellow? We will miss you, shorty. No, he's fine. I don't care. I barely know him. It's fine if he dies. Whatever. My name is Red. Actually, yeah. I promised I'd hang out with him today. Aw, he can come clubbing with us too. The more the merrier. I'd rather not. Sorry, maybe another time. I'm kinda drained from work anyway, so... Hey, no worries, darling. Just make sure you take it easy when you get back home, yeah? He shoots me a considerate smile before throwing an arm over Jay's shoulder. Well then, if you'll excuse us, I gotta find a way to get the Snucklehead to cover his own entry fees. We can all catch up another time, okay? If you need help with anything, just give me a ring, yeah? I'll watch my phone like a hawk tonight. Leon! Oh my god, Savior, please? It was nice catching up with you again, Darl. And nice meeting you too, Ron. He's gonna die too. As they leave, I notice the way Leon looks Ren up and down, almost as if he was sizing him up. But Jay, like always, ignores the mood and thumps Leon in the back to encourage him to walk faster. I watch as they both throw a carefree wave over their shoulders. They both head off in the direction of the nightclub a few blocks down the street. So that wasn't awkward at all. I turn to look at Ren, but his eyes seem to be fixated on the two retreating figures. He doesn't seem to snap out of it, so I gently call out his name again. Oh, sorry, do you wanna head back home now? I'm scared. Bruh. In the end, we made a quick detour to the local locksmith before heading back to my apartment. You're bringing him home. You don't need a locksmith anymore. You're literally inviting him home. So, this is my place. You'll have to excuse the mess. I wasn't expecting to have anyone over. Hey, don't worry about it. I know you're not a messy person. That's insane! I mean, from what I can tell, you don't really seem like the type. Yeah, well, I hope you can still keep that image of me after you see the state of my place. His soft laughter echoes down the hallway and almost drowns out the sound of my neighbor opening her door. Oh shit, Vi! Oh! Violet almost seems embarrassed as she jumps behind her door, clearly not expecting someone to be around at this time. But she brushes it off with a soft smile and steps outside. She's gonna comment that that's the guy. Oh my god. Hello again, Angel. We seem to be bumping into each other a lot today, huh? Oh, who's this? How do I explain to my neighbor that Ren wasn't some guy I had just met at work today? I'm certain she'd chew me out for bringing home a complete stranger, but still, he didn't exactly seem like the type to murder me in my sleep. Yeah, he'll just murder literally everybody else. How fun. In fact, he seems more like the type of guy to ask me to return his order because he asked for no pickles or something. I'm Ren. Immediately, his large frame blocks my view as he steps in front of my neighbor and me, almost as if he wanted to put as much distance between us as possible. What? One of his hands shoot up from inside his pocket, and he gruffly offers it to Violet for her to shake. Concerned about his abrupt actions, I sidestep him and look up to gauge his expression. I'm a friend of Angel's. I see. I haven't seen you around before, though. Are you new to the area? Relax, Vi. He's not a serial killer or anything. Says who? At least, I sure hope he wasn't. And why did I feel the sudden urge to defend him? It wasn't like I could confidently say that he was some holy being that flew down from heaven or something. What? Maybe he really was the one who needed to be called Angel instead. Well, it didn't really matter. Really, Ren actually offered to stay at my place for the night in case that creep decides to come back. Well, I mean, he certainly has the height for it. I said Gauge wrong? What did I... Gage? Gage! Like Phineas Gage. Got it. Okay, I will remember it. Phineas Gage. Haha, I get that a lot. Don't worry, she's safe in my hands. No, I'm not. Well, alright then. A friend of Angel is a friend of mine. But I have my eye on you, Mr. Totally Not a Serial Killer. She whispers the next part to Ren under her breath, but clearly had the intention of letting me hear it all as well. Just remember that I know what you look like now, so don't complain if you see your face plastered all over milk cartons soon enough. Well, alrighty then. Enjoy your night. And no funny business, you two. What are you, my mom? I'm off for my walk now. Toodles. Ignore her, please. Alright. Okay, but I gotta ask. Was she holding a potted plant? On a walk? Yes, she was. Dropping my keys into the bowl, I shrug out my coat and drape it over one of the chairs near the entrance. Well, make yourself at home. Turning to Ren, I watch as he awkwardly shuffles about in the hallway, almost uncertain if he should come inside or not. He moves to take off his shoes, and I watch in awe as he neatly stacks them next to the umbrella rack. A man who knows to put his shoes away. That is good. That is a green flag. Oh, are you the type to leave your shoes on at home? Sorry, No, you're fine. That is very good, yes. Ugh, he really was adorable. But now that he was here, I wasn't quite sure what to do next. Usually I'd pop on a TV show or some anime while I chow down on some takeaway food, or even just talk with Moth until some unreasonable hour in the morning. But now that I had company over, I wasn't quite sure what to do. I didn't even know what Ren liked to do in his free time. Look at you. Turning to face the pink-haired man once more, I almost jumped back in fright. Clearly, I wasn't expecting him to get so close to me while I was lost in thought. Could almost feel the heat radiating from his large frame and feel the small puffs of air leave his nostrils as he shyly leans down to look at me. What is this? So I... Breathe, Angel, breathe. Was there anything you wanted to do, or... Because I usually just... It was hard to think straight when he was standing so close to me, and wafting his stupidly strong scent of mint and fresh linen in my direction. Why was I even so attentive to the way Ren smelled? Wow, I'm beginning to sound like a creep. Nah, I don't really have anything I need to do. You can just go about your normal routine if you want, and I'll try not to get in your way. Or you can just put me in the corner somewhere and pretend I'm not there. Whatever works for you. No offense, but you take up much more room than you think, so I doubt that would work. Haha, touche. Once again, I found myself being drawn in by his soft laughter, and I couldn't help but chuckle along with him. Was it always this easy talking to him? It was like we were childhood friends reminiscing about old times or something. Is he Moth? Because I swear to fucking God. Wait, who is that? Huh? Wait, huh? So Ren is right next to Violet, so I'm assuming that's where we live? I guess. Love how he's online. even though we're literally talking right now. Except the only thing making it awkward now was me. Glancing back at Ren, I notice how he's still looking at me with those expectant eyes of his as he looms over me in the entryway. Obviously didn't want to do something I'd be uncomfortable with, and he couldn't really suggest anything since this wasn't his home. So I guess the choice was up to me after all. Online? Yeah, he's online. How will I respond? I wanna ask him to leave so bad. Can I just for funsies? For haha funny? I wanna haha funny. Yeah? What can't I say? Wait, I can see you? What the fuck? What are you doing? Yo, that's kind of freaking me out a bit. Where did it say that? His heart is green. So I'm assuming it's online. So I kind of want to ask him to leave because I kind of want to see. Yeah, you know what? It's my stream. No matter how we look at it, Ren really was some random stranger that I had impulsively invited to my home. I couldn't help but feel a bit uneasy with the situation. Plus, even Violet herself had suspicions on him. That alone should have been enough of a warning sign. Turning to Ren once more, I offer him a sympathetic smile before gesturing towards the door. Damn. You can see the levels on the left. What levels? Levels of what? Oh, it was red in the last round. Well, yeah, but the heart part next to their icon, he's green there as well, unless that also means the like. Actually, maybe this wasn't a good idea after all. We just don't know each other that well, and I... Oh no, I get it. I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable. I'll just... Oh, he was red in the last round? I don't remember. I watch as he almost trips over his own shoes at the doorway. I would feel bad, actually. I would feel bad. Well, I'll be going then, but if something happens or you change your mind, here's my number. Quicker than I anticipated, Ren reaches into his pocket to shove a crumpled up pink sticky note into my hand. He still likes me, though. Oh, okay. Thanks, Ren. Yeah, no problem. Bye. He doesn't seem to move from his spot in front of my door. That is until I tilt my head and offer him a confused look. Just like that, Ren's body seems to move like it's on autopilot as he makes his way towards the staircase without so much as a glance behind him. He scares me. As I start getting ready... Yeah, he still likes me. That's weird. As I start getting ready for bed, I decide to quickly video call Moth to tell them about what happened today. Like always, their webcam is pointed up, and then doing the laundry, but why is it so messy? Hello, Earth 2 Angel, you good? Sorry, what were you talking about? I was asking you about that dude from earlier. I seriously can't believe he gave you his number. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Yeah, no kidding. My guy literally couldn't stutter out a complete sentence, yet he was able to shoot his shot like that? Okay, this is the same as before, right? His balls are big. Thankfully, Moth had the decency not to comment on me impulsively inviting Ren over in the first place. You think? Vi had some suspicions about him as well. Yeah, that's real sus. You said he had pink hair like Haruko? That's like anime rule number 1. What anime rule? Never trust a guy with pink hair. What's wrong with the guy with pink hair? I don't remember any characters being mean when they have pink hair. I'm sure there's something real fucked up about him. Yeah, I'm sure. Hello? Moth? You're breaking up. Moth? I watch as the... Yeah! Stop! History! Thank you. I watch as the green call button suddenly turns red, and wonder if their Wi-Fi got cut off again. Or maybe one of their siblings were streaming a movie? Oh well. I can always ring them back in the morning. It's not like I had anything really important to tell them. I climb into bed with the thought of the supposed intruder still heavy on my mind. but I eventually put it to rest by remembering the heavy-duty lock I bought and installed earlier. I'm scared! Where is the guy? He's still in the apartment with us. That's scary. I climbed into bed with the thought, oh, okay. There's no way anyone could break in now, and even if they did, I could rely on my neighbor to hear. Often I'd hear Violet gaming away on her computer until the early hours of the morning, so I felt safe knowing that she'd be around if something went wrong. Even if I couldn't hear her right now. Oh well, I'm sure everyone takes their gaming breaks every so often. Snuggling deeper into the warmth of my blankets, my eyes began to feel heavy as I slowly lulled myself into dreamland. Because of this, I missed the sound of footsteps creeping down the hallway. I guess it's the same ending as before, yeah? Again? He remembers! Oh fuck, I'm actually scared a little bit. I don't like it when they remember. Angel, why are you doing this? You're not going to find anything here. It's just me. Nothing else exists here. Why don't you just play the game normally? That way, neither of us will have to be stuck in this dark void. I love being with you, watching you interact with everything. This game is cool, yeah it is, but I'm also scared shitless. Everything is so bright and colorful when you're around. Will you let me out? Fuck no, I won't! Please let me out. It's no fun here. I want to be with you. I love you. I love you, you. I love you, you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Be kind of fine there, though. Okay. Fine, I guess we'll play nice. Yes, you can see me. Whatever. Loser. Let's send him a text. So what if it was almost 11 at night? Before I can give myself time to rethink, I shoot Ren a short text explaining who this was and ask if he enjoyed his book. There, that should do it. Wait, no, actually, I think I just wanna see what his reaction is to all my clothes. I'm a fashion girly like that. How will you respond? Send back another sticker. When did I download that pack of anime stickers? Not that I was about to complain or anything. After all, they were free, charming, and included some of my favorite comfort characters. Without hesitating, I sent back a sticker of some green-haired protagonist holding up a giant heart. A gray chat bubble pops up just as I hit the send button, indicating that Moth was typing out another message. Okay. Let's check. His hair is long now. He grew it out! I knew there was a 1-year time skip, but dang! I'm bouncing off the walls right now! By the way, I don't mean to change the subject, but blah 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 blah. Something cutesy! You can't go wrong with a bit of pastel bows and frills. Giving myself a small spin in the mirror, I admire how the soft fabric and patterns flow around me. But enough of that, I can check myself out another time. Hastily, I smooth out the wrinkles and pick off any stray pieces of lint. Hey, your outfit's just my style. You look so cute. You'll have to let me peek inside your closet someday. I've been looking for some new inspiration lately. Is that another plant? Huh? Oh, yeah, this is Charlie. I'm thinking of putting her next to Whitney. Great, she names her plants. Oh, right. Yeah, I already watched that. Damn, his hair is super long. I'll stare at him. I prefer the hair from before, like the last one. You shouldn't stare at me like that. Especially when it's a stranger you don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, you haven't told me your name yet. Oh, haha, I guess you're right. You can call me again, Ren? Okay, don't invite him over. This time. And then we're gonna send him a text. So what if it was almost 11 at night? Before I can give myself time to rethink, I shoot Ren a short text explaining who this was and ask if he enjoyed his book. There, that should do it. The response is almost immediate as my phone screen lights up in my hand, and I quickly open up my message app again to check. Hi Angel. Yes, I'm reading through it right now. So far it's really good. Exactly what I was expecting. What does he feel about us? Oh, he doesn't like us. So we have to bring him in order for him to like us. Interesting. Gah, even the way he typed seemed adorable. Hope this isn't weird or anything, but I was kinda hoping you'd text back. And I'm glad you did, so thank you. How will I respond? That is kind of weird, not gonna lie. Oh god, I really wanna troll. But at the same time, I feel like if I annoy him too much, we're gonna go to like a true ending or some shit. So I have to be nice. I'll just do a random meme. Without thinking, I sent Ren one of the memes I had stored on my camera roll. It barely takes him 10 seconds to reply, sending back a laughing Haruko sticker and a heart. Oh, he knows about Attack on Giant? Before I know it, my phone is buzzing in my hands once more. Hehe, that's very funny. Can I save it? I saved it, lol. By the way, I was wondering if you were free tomorrow. I still wanted to thank you for helping me find that book. Wow, was he serious? I kinda wanna send more memes! I'm sorry, I'm a troll. Ren, you poor ignorant fool. You fell right into my trap. Opening up my camera roll, I sent him a blurry picture of a horse staring out at the ocean. Oh, another? Haha. Where do you get these? Anyway, were you free tomorrow? I can pick you up at your place tomorrow and we can go visit the pier or something? Hehe. Only if you're interested, of course. You can just do whatever you want instead if you prefer. I don't mind. So he wanted to go on a date. Well, it wasn't like I had anything planned for tomorrow. It was my day off after all. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Besides, I can't even remember the last time I went out with someone, let alone a date. Yeah, maybe going on a date with him wouldn't be such a bad idea. Besides, Ren didn't seem that bad of a guy. I could even use this as an opportunity to get to know him better. He certainly seemed interesting. I have my address? Fuck, I wouldn't give him my address. With that thought in mind, I quickly texted him back with my address and preferred time. Hardly a moment passes before I get a response. Okay, sweet. I'll pick you up at around 11 AM then. I can't wait. Oh, I just saw the time. It's getting pretty late now, huh? I should let you get some sleep. Sorry for keeping you up so late, Angel. Good night, and thanks again for all your help. After sending him a goodnight text on my own, I place my phone down and crawl into bed. Sorry. Well, today definitely didn't turn out the way I was expecting it to, but at least I scored a date with a cute guy. No, I want him to change his hair a little bit. With his sweet words in mind, I began to drift off. So, Red, huh? I wonder what tomorrow will bring. Aha, interesting. End of day 1. I didn't die on day 1. That wouldn't do, honestly. I don't like that. I want to die on day 1. I want to exhaust all the options. I'm gonna go to the toilet, so be right back. I'm back. Okay, let's try dying again. Let's see. What about if I text him? And then I'm gonna tell him you are weird, not gonna lie. It is. Sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. You can just delete my number if you'd like. Actually, before you do, I was wondering if you were free tomorrow. You're insane. I just told you you're weird and now you're asking for my number? That's crazy. What should I do? What do you mean? He seems undecided on what to say before the gray typing bubble keeps flashing on the screen. But seems like minutes pass before he finally settles on a response. Like a date, if that's okay with you. I can pick you up at your place tomorrow and we can go visit the pier or something? He doesn't like me. Only if you're interested, of course. You can just do whatever you want instead if you prefer. I don't mind. Huh? What? That's crazy. So I can't fail the texting? Or. Wait, what happens if I call him? Deciding to give friend a call instead, I tap on his contact info and press the green button without a second thought. Silently hoping that he'd still be awake at this time, I bring my phone closer to my ear and listen to the dial tone. Ring, ring, ring. It barely rings 3 times before he picks up, and he seems almost flustered and out of breath. That's kinda cute though, shit. Hello? This is Angel, right? How will you respond? How did you know? I mean, I wasn't really expecting anyone to ring, so I kind of just assumed. Not that many people ring me anyway, hahaha. Sorry, did I make it weird? Yes, it's okay, don't worry about it. He's really been apologizing a lot today. I almost feel bad for him. Almost. Wait, let me move. Change my position so my mic stops like making clicking noises. It pisses me off. Actually, I'm surprised you called. I honestly expected you to throw away my note, to be honest. I hope you didn't find it creepy or anything. Your workmate seemed like the type to tease you if I handed it to her instead, so I figured that leaving it on your desktop would have been the wiser choice. But then I was worried she might come back and find it before you did, so I considered putting it in your bag instead. But then I thought, I guess I'm rambling now, aren't I? Sorry. Anyway, I also wanted to know if you were free tomorrow? I still wanted to thank you, blah 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 blah. I guess I'm asking you out on a date. We could go visit the pier or the beach or this cafe I know. Honestly, we could do whatever you'd like. I don't mind at all. Well, so he wanted to go on a date. Well, it wasn't like I had anything planned for tomorrow. It was my day off after all. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Besides, I can't even remember the last time I went out with someone, let alone a date. Yeah, maybe going on a date with him wouldn't be such a bad idea. Besides, Ren didn't seem that bad of a guy. I could even use this as an opportunity to get to know him better. He certainly seemed interesting. Sure, why not? It sounds like it'd be fun, and I haven't visited the pier in a while. You really want to go on a date? I mean, yeah, cool. Would it be alright if I pick you up around 11 then? Yeah, sure. Interesting, so in the call, she hasn't told him her address yet. Interesting. That's different. Wow, he really seemed eager. I hope I didn't make the wrong choice by agreeing to this. Alright then, yeah, great. He was perhaps a bit too eager. Anyway, it's getting late now, isn't it? I'm sure I've already taken up too much of your time. I'll let you go to sleep then. How will you respond? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I like flirting, so. But I wanted to talk with you more. Ah! Really? That's so cute! If only he wasn't a yandere. Me too, but you need to sleep, don't you? I won't be greedy. Would it be okay if I called you tomorrow? Sure, we can talk more about our date then. Okay, yeah, sweet. I mean, I'll just let you go to sleep before I embarrass myself further. Good night, Angel. Sweet dreams. Is he happy now? No, he's not. Still annoyed. Placing my phone on the nightstand, I began to slip into my bed and pull the covers over my body. A beat passes before a Ren's soft, breathy voice enters my mind, and I slowly find myself getting lulled to sleep with it. So, Ren, huh? I wonder what you have planned for us tomorrow. I am so upset. Why can't I fail this? This is ridiculous. I am so bad at failing. I'm gonna load. Shoo. E. Yeah? Sorry, wrong press. Blatantly ignore him. Deciding not to respond, I keep my mouth shut and listen to Red awkwardly fumble on the other side of the line. Angel, are you still there? Don't tell me my phone isn't working again. Here, why don't I try calling you back and... Before Ren could finish his sentence, I impulsively hang up the phone with a sigh. Sure like to talk alone, huh? Okay. Is it anything new? Are you alright? Don't... We zoom in, boys. What is... Oh, it's just for the fast forward. Are you alright? Don't overwork yourself, Angel. I should apologize. I didn't mean for this to happen. Should have helped you out more. The choices you're making and the path you're going down is not what I... No, never mind. You just flirted with him and wonder why you didn't fail. Okay, oh yeah, you're right. You're right, that's my bad. I forgot I flirted with him. Look, you have to know. I can't keep doing this for you, Angel. I can't keep preventing you from getting my bad end. You won't like what happens. You won't like it. Okay. He's like challenging me, right? And I am someone who thrives on reverse psychology. So if he says I won't like it, I want to do it. But I don't know if it will lock me from like ever getting his good end or whatever. So like, what do you think I should do? Should I continue and try to keep failing? Or should I continue on day 2? It's not as kind as me, nor as soft or lenient. It will sense your fear and feed off of it. My fear is not having money. Are you gonna feed off of it? Even if you give it just a small dose, it won't. Ooh, scary or jump scare. See? It's scary, and it won't hold back. It deserves to rot in here with me. Deserves to die. It deserves to drown in its own filth and carnage, choke on its regrets until it's nothing left but empty husk. That disgusting abhorrence deserves to die in darkness, void of any light or happiness. Doesn't deserve to be in the light. Doesn't deserve to bask in your radiance, to see how much you light up with a smile. Doesn't deserve to feel your warmth. Deserves an eternity in damnation and solitude. Feel these decrepit emotions for making me think these thoughts and act this way. I scared you because of it. I should kill it. I want to kill it. I'm sorry. Did I scare you again? I can't help it. Being here for so long. Everything takes a toll on you. It makes me feel this way. Forces me to. I won't hurt you. Don't worry. I'll protect you from it. Okay, now I want to get his good ending because this reminds me of Ukyo from Amnesia, and he was like one of the first guys I've ever liked, and literally changed my life. So I might just actually just stop getting the bad ending until later. It doesn't deserve you, but I do. Okay, Ukyo is not like that. Never mind. I do. Do I? I love you, Angel. I love you. More than it ever could. More than anyone ever can. They wouldn't do this for you. No one would. Only me. Your light. Your light doesn't deserve to be tarnished by what happens in here. Sorry. Look, All I want is for you to stop trying to go down this path. If you really want to see me, you don't need to keep making the wrong choices. I'll always be watching you. I'll always be with you. And I'll always protect you. From the people who try to take you away from me, from my bad ends, from it. There's nothing that will keep me from you. But if you really want to continue meeting me here like this, I won't stop you. I'll hold back the inevitable, but just know, there will come a time where I won't be able to bring you back to this place again. There's a limit on how often I can. No, never mind. I don't want to worry you. Alright, I'm going to send you back again, okay? So promise me this time, you'll listen to my warnings. I'll help you as much as I can next time, so don't concern yourself with meeting me here anymore. I'll find a way to meet you instead. Will it change? Will the options change? I already can anyway. Have you figured it out yet? Promise me, Angel. Promise that we won't meet here anymore. Do I continue? Oh shit! Yo, that's cool. Okay, do I continue being a jackass? Or do I actually try? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Let's try the very first. Like, she? Yeah, let's try from the very first. Were you looking for me, Angel? You're so cute. Oh shit, it changes. Alright, are you ready to try again? This time I'll help you out. Shit, did I miss one then? Since earlier I didn't. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, let me grab a charger. Ah, wait, I'll just turn off the mic. Okay, charging. Yes, streamer mode was enabled, I'm pretty sure. Okay, more unidentified bodies. Interesting. You know what? I'm going... Wait, no. Okay, I know I should press that, but what if I don't want to press that? Okay, fine. Reply later. Leaving people on read is my specialty after all. As I reach for my discarded mug, I slip my phone back into my pocket, intending to reply to Moth later. That is, until I heard it go off once more. And then another 3 times. This game is awesome! Yes, it is! And it's just a demo! Oh my god. Alright, fine. Let me see what she said. Skip. I wanna see his hair is still the same. Oh, for real? Haruko never changed his hairstyle? I guess that makes sense, lol. Was probably looking at some fake news or something, haha. You like something casual? What if I don't want to be casual? Let's do something trendy. Did this outfit cost me an arm and a leg to obtain? Perhaps, but hey, if my paycheck can cover it, then I should be able to wear it. Giving myself a small spin in the mirror, I admire how the eye-catching accessories move around me. But enough of that. I can check myself out another time. Hastily, I smooth out the wrinkles and pick off any stray lint before I finally go out. Hey, isn't your top from that high-end brand? I didn't know we had similar taste in fashion. You'll have to let me peek in your closet one someday. Been looking for some new inspirations. Okay. Sorry if I'm in a rush. That's okay, don't let me stop you. She gives me a soft smile and waves her free hand before focusing her attention back on her door. That is, until she suddenly jolts, as if she just remembered something and swivels on her heels to look at me once more. Yeah, okay. Keep talking to him. So, come here often? I'll invite you over. Let's be good. Oh, they even say like, oh, I really want to do that one. Okay. I know. I'll save this option for next time so I can actually like be annoying. Let's make a late night snack. Are you hungry? I think I've got some leftover snack takeaway still in the fridge that I can heat up. Or we can raid my pantry for some snacks if you prefer. Is that okay? I don't want to be a bother. Not at all. I'm feeling a bit peckish anyway. Well, alright then. Settling onto the couch with some microwave food and snacks, Ren and I then decided on something to watch. There wasn't much on at this time besides some B-list horror flick, and to my surprise, I find out that Ren actually liked those kinds of movies. At least, he seems to enjoy it with the way he was hunched over in his seat, gaze intently staring at the scene as the hunt sequence begins. I suppose I could understand the intrigue, seeing as once I glanced back at the television, I found myself completely enraptured by the suspense and overall chilling atmosphere of it all. The killer was chasing down his victim now, and I watched with bated breaths as he stalks his way towards the door, cutting off the glow of light from underneath the door frame, almost smugly, like he knew exactly where his victim was hiding. The masked killer knocks on the door before letting himself in. He walks with heavy footsteps towards the edge of the bed before ever so slowly bending down, lifting the quilt up, raising his axe, and... Ah! It wasn't a jump scare that got me, but rather Ren's abrupt yelp. Clenching my shirt where my rapid heartbeat thumped against my chest, I spare a glance at the lanky man with fleeting anger in my eyes. Sorry, I really didn't think a cheap jump scare like that would get me. Here I thought you enjoyed watching these kinds of films. I do, I guess I wasn't paying much attention at the time. See, I didn't in fact see. We can change the movie if you'd like. You don't have to watch it because of me. I know you prefer watching anime anyway, and how do you know that? Now I don't mind watching some scary movie if you... Huh? How did you know I liked watching anime? That side of me wasn't something I'd go around telling attractive strangers, and I'd certainly remember if I told it to Ren. Oh, I saw one of your posters on your wall when you came in? Attack on Giants or something, I think? Oh, right. I forgot that I had hung that up when I first moved into my apartment, but I'm surprised that he noticed it from all the way in the lounge room. But shouldn't it be dark by now in that hallway? It's not like there were any windows to let in the moonlight, and I hadn't turned the light on yet. I actually like that anime too. I recently started watching it because, well, I thought it looked interesting. He watches Attack on Giants? Well, now that I thought about it, it made a lot of sense. He definitely gave off Haruka vibes, and his oddly specific hairstyle and timid personality were proof of that. Then again, it really might have been a coincidence after all, but there was no harm in asking, right? I don't know if this was like, sorry, what was it called? Like, they did it on purpose or not, but the songs have like uncomfortable breaks before it loops, which is very interesting. Is that why you styled your character like that? Because it honestly reminds me of one of the characters from it. He's one of my favorite characters, actually. Do you know him? Haruko? He's the sorcerer who... Come on, Angel, tone it down. This wasn't Moth you were gushing to. No one needed to see this cringy side of you. Although, looking at Ren, he did seem to be interested in what I had to say. But then again, he was probably just being nice. Maybe it is just a trending haircut or something. Sorry. I like Haruka too. He's very timid and sweet, isn't he? I guess that's why he's a fan favorite, huh? Do you normally go for guys like him? Yo, his eyes have like no light in them whatsoever. There's that switch in personality again. Is he always like this? I was beginning to think that it was more than just an act he was putting on. He's your type, right? Actually, I get a weird sense of deja vu from his words. And I find myself thinking back to the time when Moth asked me that very same question. And now that I thought about it, see, like the gap in the song is so awkward. I love it. It makes me uncomfortable. Ren definitely fits the description I gave them. He had Haruko's looks and personality. Sorry. He had Haruko's looks and personality, but also liked to dress in that cozy, soft academia aesthetics that I liked. But my interests were ever-changing and dependent on my hyperfixations, so I couldn't say for certain what my current type was. As if noticing my far-off stare, Ren breaks the silence by talking once more. Oh, but you asked for about my hair, right? I guess it does have something to do with Haruko, but at the same time, not really. I chose this hairstyle because of other reasons. Well, that certainly was ominous. Okay, nothing different. But before I could ask, I watched as Ren subtly tries to mask a yawn by turning his head to the side while covering his mouth. It was endearing how he tried to pass it off as though he was simply looking around the room, but I knew better. Tired? I can go get your bed set up now if you'd like. Just give me a second to pull out the air mattress. It's fine. I don't want to be a bother. I can just sleep on the floor or something. I really don't mind, honest. But I have timber flooring? Seriously, don't worry about it. I'll just be 2 seconds. I get up from my spot on the couch and make a beeline for my closet before he can respond. And yet, I barely got 3 meters away before I could hear the heavy telltale footsteps of Ren following close behind me once more, almost like a lost puppy. Hi, Mr. Purple! It was honestly kind of cute. Shaking my head to dismiss those thoughts, I pull out my trusty air mattress from the closet and begin setting it up in the lounge room. That is, until I found out that it had a massive gaping hole on the side. Did he do that before? Did he break it? Those dang rats! I swear if I had the chance to move apartments, I'd take it in a heartbeat. But until then, I'll continue to send complaint after complaint to that good-for-nothing landlord. Really, I don't mind sleeping on the floor. Like I said, I have uncomfortable timber flooring. Unless... Oh my fucking god, I don't want to invite this creep on my bed. Okay, wait, let me think. Do I follow? Do I follow like I said I would? Okay, fine. You could share my bed. Wow, did I really just suggest that? And where did I get so much confidence from? At that, I can feel my entire face flush, and I could barely spare a glance at Ren to notice that he was sporting a similar demeanor. Sorry, I don't know why I... No, I don't mind. It's just, is that really okay with you? I don't want to make you uncomfortable by invading your personal space, and I really don't mind sleeping on the floor. No, it's fine. I'm the one who asked you to do this favor in the first place, so I owe you. After showing Ren to the bathroom to freshen up and changing into my own pajamas in the laundry room, I met him in the middle, and we both made our way to my bedroom. I didn't bother flicking on the light, knowing fully well that I'd be busy ignoring his presence next to mine by pretending to be asleep. So instead, I awkwardly lead him in before turning to face him in the darkness. You can just pick whatever side you prefer. You first. Oh, maybe I should be the one closest to the door? Just in case? He really didn't need to be so considerate, but nevertheless, I took my side on the left and slowly slipped underneath the sheets. Must have looked forced, but I awkwardly pat the empty space next to me and shoot Ren a crooked smile. He slowly makes his way over and joins me underneath the covers. Before he could say anything, I slammed down a pillow between us. Good. Thump. Just in case I roll over or something, I'm known to be a cuddler in my sleep. Oh, that's fine. I'm the same, I think. You think? I mean, no one's told me yet, but I've woken up to my limbs tangled around my pillows more times than I can count. I see. Yeah. Great, now it's awkward again. Being this close to Ren, I could smell his scent once more, and it felt almost comforting. I had to fight the urge to roll over onto my side and face him, or rather, the pillow, once more. The bed dips as Ren moves around to get comfortable, and I find myself wondering what he might be looking at right now. Was it my ceiling? The pillow between us? Or was he laying on his side and facing the wardrobe? Why was I so concerned in the first place? Sure, I suppose I did find him rather interesting, but that didn't really explain why I wanted to look at his face one more time. Did I want to get closer to him? Or was I just curious about what that stranger was currently doing in my bed? Oh my fucking god! So thirsty! Fine, I'll move the pillow. Before I can stop myself, my hand reaches out to move the pillow from between us. I was immediately met with soft blue eyes, which I could see widen in surprise even in the darkness of the room. Hi. Hey. Talk about awkward, no shit. Without realizing it, I discard the pillow somewhere behind me as I continue to stare deeply into Ren's eyes. There seems to be unspoken tension between us, and I had to fight the urge to act upon it. You want more bad endings? I'll get them after this. I want to wait until there's like an option that's like, you know, red lined, because that feels interesting. What exactly was I feeling? And why did I want to find out? How will you respond? Chill. Hastily backtrack maybe? Actually, never mind, sorry. You don't have to apologize. If anything, I should be the one apologizing to you. Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable. I can still sleep outside if you prefer. No, you're fine, really. Anyway, we should get some sleep, yeah? I turn on my side to face the window, but not before casting a final glance in Ren's direction one more time. Good night, Ren. Good night, Angel. Sweet dreams. I'll stay up a bit longer just in case anything happens. So don't worry about a thing and just get some sleep, okay? No one's gonna break in on my watch because you're the one breaking in! I'll see you in the morning. With his protective presence and a soft voice in my mind, I soon found myself drifting off into a blissful sleep. Yeah, it's too fun. Nothing happens. I like drama. I want drama. Let's load. Ask him to leave. Let's skip until there's a difference. Are you alright? Don't overwork yourself, Angel. I should apologize. I should have helped you out more. Oh, so it's the same as the one before. So I guess I should get his day 2. I should start on day 2. Interesting. Aww, I was hoping there'd be more. It's the same as before. It's scary and it won't hold back. Deserves to rot in here with me. Deserves to die. Did I scare you again? Can't help it, being here for so long. Okay, so... should I kiss him earlier? Since this ending seems to be the same as before. Okay. Okay. Yes, you can see me. Shall we kiss him? I want to see what happens. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm just gonna skip. Move the pillow. Lean over and kiss him. Before I could think, I find myself leaning over and drawing my face closer to his. No, autoplay. Bad autoplay. Before I could think, I find myself leaning over and drawing my face closer to his. Ren seems to be on the same wavelength as me, as I feel his warm breath fan against my cheeks as his own face draws near to close the distance. One of my hands shoot out to rest against his chest, and before I could stop myself, I leaned in the rest of the way. Almost immediately, I was met with a pair of soft lips and the taste of cherry on my mouth. My eyelids fluttered shut at the sensation, and I let Ren's overwhelming presence engulf my entire being. The smell of French mint, masculine deodorant, and something that was so wholly Ren flooded my senses, and I felt myself becoming intoxicated by it all. I actually really like the smell of mint, so good job, Ren. It was like two pieces of a puzzle slotting together with how perfectly our lips seemed to melt with each other, and I couldn't pull myself away. One of his hands rises up to cup my cheek, and I find myself keening softly as Ren tilts his head to deepen the kiss. He takes my bottom lip into his own and gently bites down before his tongue joins in, curiously prodding against my lips as if to test the waters. When I met him halfway with my own, he seems to have finally found the reassurance he needed before deepening the kiss even more. His other hand rests on my waist before gently pulling me closer, clearly not wanting any distance between us. I feel like I'm reading out smut. So Ren wanted this just as much as I did? I could feel just how eager he was as he kissed me with more desperation and fervor than anything I'd ever experienced in my entire life. But we could go on for so long before one of us needed air, and that someone happened to be me. When I pull away, Ren practically whines at the loss of contact. That's kinda cute! And I watch with slight amusement as his lips unconsciously follow to seek out mine once more before his eyes flutter open. As a beat passes as we just stare at each other, taking in the moment and to process what just occurred. It's about to be smut? Yeah, I turned off the smut filter. I can't stream that. On Discord though, I'll play it eventually. His hands are still on me, and it was only then when I noticed he was tracing faint stars on my cheek with his tongue. Did that really just happen? His voice is soft, so soft that I could barely make out what he was saying. He's staring at me with so much overwhelming adoration in his eyes that I couldn't help but look away. And that was when I saw just how hard that kiss affected him. I am reading porn on stream. Stop. No. As if noticing what I was staring at, Ren let out an awkward sound and shifted so that his lower half was obscured by the blankets once more. That's kind of cute though. Sorry, you're just really hard to resist. Not that I want to resist you or anything. I just, I did turn streamer mode on, right? I'm not crazy, right? I think I did. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I want you. Holy shit, did I turn it off? Taken aback by his sudden boldness, I had to allow myself a moment to collect my thoughts. Oh my god. Just in case I didn't have streamer mode on, I'm gonna have to just, not fuck him. I'm fucking him later. Maybe we should go to bed now. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I hope I didn't make things awkward. Not at all, it's just, we don't really know each other that well yet. I see, yeah, that makes sense. But we could get to know each other in the morning, maybe over breakfast? Yeah, I'd like that. Giving him a faint nod. Could he even see in the dark? I awkwardly turn over to my side and settle back into bed. As Ren does the same, I feel the mattress shift once more, and a heavy silence lingers in the air. Little late for not knowing each other well. I know, right? Like, by that point, just do it already. Maybe he fell asleep already? Deciding to push my luck and break the silence once more, I whispered to Ren one final time. Good night, Ren. Good night, Angel. Sweet dreams. I'll stay up a bit longer just in case anything happens. Is he like... Yeah, he loves us now. Damn, he really likes that kiss. But don't worry about a thing and just get some sleep, okay? No one's gonna break in on my watch. I'll see you in the morning. The fleeting touch of his hand lingers on my cheek as I find myself drifting off into blissful sleep. Wonder what black is. What do you mean black? Sounds of birds chirping happily outside pulled me out from my slumber, as the streaks of sunlight peeks through the blinds of my window and cast a warm glow across my skin. Groggily, I turn on my side and smush my head into the pillow to block out the light, only to hear the faint sounds of tapping to my left. Cracking one eye open, I was surprised by the scene in front of me. Ren was already awake, perched up against the headboard as he idly scrolled through his phone. He probably took like sleeping pictures of us and is now looking at it. Seems he was waiting for me to wake up, judging by how he immediately puts his phone down as soon as we make eye contact and sends me a soft smile. Almost sheepishly, I shoot him an awkward smile of my own before covering my face with a pillow once more. Had Ren been watching me sleep? Hope I wasn't drooling. Morning, Angel. His voice pulls me from my thoughts, and I couldn't help but notice just how attractive he sounded in the morning. His gruff, sleepy tone was rather pleasant to hear, and I found myself wanting to continue the conversation. Lifting my head from the safety of my pillow, I was greeted with Ren's soft demeanor once more. I'd appreciate it if you weren't so chipper this early in the morning. You'd be this chipper too if you realized that you weren't murdered in your sleep last night. Which can only mean one thing. A creepy guy didn't come back to your apartment last night. That's you! He seems almost smug as he leans closer to me, and it was then when I realized just how pretty he looked underneath the morning light coming from my window. It wasn't fair that he got to look so ethereal and glowing this early in the day, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to praise his looks or throw a pillow at his head. Ren doesn't seem to pick up on my speechless nature though, as he continues to beam down at me with such a soft look. I found myself wanting to look away in fear of making things even more awkward. I guess I did a good job, huh? He's a bit too smug. If you ever need my services again, I'd be more than happy to oblige. For free, of course. You're really talkative in the mornings, aren't you? I can't help it. I got to wake up next to real cuties this morning. As if noticing how close he was to me, or maybe realized that he dropped his usual stutter, Ren immediately pulls back and turns his head away. Anyway, now that you're awake, would you like to go out for breakfast? I think that cafe near the pier is open now. We could go check it out, like a date, but only if you want to. Why did he suddenly switch again? I figured we'd at least be a tiny bit closer, especially considering that we shared a bed, but maybe I was wrong? You mean the Driftwood Cafe? I didn't even know it was open to the public yet. Really? Well, what better way to find out than by finding out, I guess? I roll my eyes at his lame attempt at a joke before groaning into my pillow. Did he seriously want to go out for breakfast this early in the morning? Man, he was seriously a trooper. With a sigh, I reluctantly sit up and stretch my limbs. From that action alone, it was like I could feel Ren's eyes on me. But as soon as I turned my head, he was already staring holes into the blanket with a blush on his cheeks. Shaking my head to dismiss those thoughts, I let all my joints pop before breaking the silence once more. So, Driftwood Cafe? In the end, Ren and I decided to walk to the cafe together, considering how the weather was perfect and it wasn't that far from my apartment. Turning to my side, I notice how the pink-haired man tries to not so subtly sneak side glances at me. The arm at his side practically itches to reach out, and if I knew any better, I would have assumed he wanted to hold my hand. But instead, he simply tucks his hand into his pockets and shoots me yet another soft storm. The weather's really nice today, huh? Back to small talk, it seems. Sure is. If I had known it'd be this nice and sunny, I would have suggested spending the day at the beach instead. Yeah? Yeah, we could go for a swim, or maybe even check out the rock pools. It's been a while since I've been there. Oh, that does sound fun. Angel! At the sound of my name being called, I turn on my heels, only to find Leon running up to me with a sports bag full of what I assume to be his volleyball gear. Hey yo, Sunfish, it's good to see you out and about this early. I was just on my way to the beach to meet up with Jaehyun and Tio. Wanna tag along? And hey, it's Ron, right? Nice to see you again, buddy. Oh, it's Ren, actually. Sunfish? Huh? Oh, yeah. Sunfish is the cheesy name Leon gave me when we were kids. I don't really get it either, to be honest. So, Sunfish and Ren, was it? Sorry about that, bud. I'm not too good with names. Faces too, sometimes. Hey, it's good to see you both again. Doing anything exciting today? If not, you can tag along with me and... Angelfish and I were about to go on a date, actually. Angelfish? A date? I don't miss the way Ren suddenly pulls my arm closer to his side, nor the way he clings onto me as though I suddenly disappear. You're going on dates again, Nurl? Good for you. I'm glad to see that you're coming out of your shell again. Take good care of her for me, won't you, bud? What do you think I've been doing ever since you moved away? It's been that long? That's crazy. It's been that long. I thought it's... Oh god, that's crazy. Like me, Leon barely seems to notice Ren's mumbling as he rests an arm over my shoulder and starts tugging me in the direction of the beach. Ren, on the other hand, still latches on my arm but doesn't seem to move. Can't believe my little Sunfish is out there in the dating scene again. I feel like a proud father. Oh please, we're basically the same age. I feel like a proud adoptive father. Leon pretends to wipe a tear away from his eyes as he leans further into my shoulder, and it was only then that I noticed Ren wasn't following us. Turning around, I reach out to grab his hand instead to tug him along. He immediately seems to perk up at the action and entwines his fingers with mine before falling into step. If he wasn't a Yandere, he would be really fucking cute. I don't know. Alright, as fun as it is to catch up with my proud adoptive father, who's the same age of me, which makes things kind of weird, Ren and I do need to get going. Oh yeah, of course. I didn't mean to take up so much of your time. He unhooks his arm around my shoulder and inclines his head towards the beach one more time. But my offer still stands. If you want to catch up some more, I'll be down at the beach with... Oh, hello! Oi. Speak of the devil. Much like Jay, Theodore was another friend I made in university. But if I was honest here, I don't think he was actually enrolled in anything. He just showed up every so often to keep his attendance rate up and to antagonize some of the students and staff. As if reading my mind, Theo practically runs into Ren with the sole purpose of sending him tumbling into the metal railing behind him. Oh, okay, a dude bro. Okay, never mind, he's gross now. Disgusting. But luckily, Ren manages to catch his footing at the last second, sending Theo an annoyed scowl of his own. Oh crap, sorry about that. I'm not sure how I missed such a brightly colored children's mascot. Dude, you're so fucking mean. I hate you already. Alright, there's no need for that here. Despite Leon's tone, Theo barely pays the shorter male any mind, seemingly far more interested in Ren instead. Let me guess, you're dressed up as Betty the Buttercup? My 4-year-old cousin would love you. Do you have 7 evil exes? I'd rather have the girl, thank you, instead of the exes. Ramona Flowers is so hot. Oi, knock it off, mate. What is he, Australian? What's your problem? Don't know. What's yours? I could practically feel the tension between the two grow, so I decided to step in. Maybe you should introduce each other first before you try glaring each other to death. Hyo, this is Ren. He's, well, I'm her boyfriend. No, you're not. Well, that was certainly one way to put it, especially without discussing it with me beforehand and asking for my opinion. At his words, I shoot Ren a confused glance, but a determined look on his face had me biting back my words. Okay then. Anyway, this is Tio. He's a fucking jackass. Why is there no jackass option? I don't like him. Friend from university. I'm not going to be too nice to Tio, just because I don't... Wait, what? New episode, don't talk to me right now. No, violets are not blue. Not me without my coffee. This sweater I'm sweating. Missing a wallet. CBL reception. That's my wallet. It's not his wallet. BTB. What the fuck is BTB? Spotted at the pier, lol. My ex. You clearly do have 7 evil ex. I don't want him to be my ex. I don't want to have dated him. That's gross. A friend from university, I guess. I don't want to be too nice to our guy, because then he'll like us too much and get creepy. Oh, you consider us friends? That's a real cute doll. Are we not friends? You always used to show up to some of my classes at university. Which was weird, because I'm pretty sure we studied different things. Maybe I just wanted to see you. Gross! Ugh. Oh, how uncharacteristically thoughtful of him. Or see what you were wearing underneath. Oh, I hate him! Well then, never mind. Okay, enough. Look, why don't we just drop the issue? Why are you friends with him? That's gross. You really need to stop trying to pick fights with everyone, mate. Aw, don't get your panties in a twist. I seriously doubt buttercups are capable of harming a fly, let alone able to throw a decent punch. You can drop the nickname. No, but I think Dollface over here should drop you instead. Besides, the nickname's kinda cute. Matches your style pretty well, don't you think, Buttercup? I could see Ren's hand clench into a fist as he advances towards Theo, but thankfully Leon steps in once more. Seriously, why don't we all cool off, yeah? I think we are getting a bit too heated. I would get heated too, he's so fucking creepy. What do you mean get creepy? He already is. Well, yeah, but he got even creepier. It's gross. I hate him. Look, we're going to head down to the beach. I don't miss the way Leon sends Theo a sharp glare. Like, why are you friends with this guy? I'm judging Leon now. Like, why the fuck are you friends with a trash like this? That's gross. Are you sure you don't want to join us, Angel? I promise to make sure that Theo stays on his best behavior. Fuck no. Sorry, Leo, but I've already made plans with Ren. And I seriously doubt they'll be able to get along. You know how Theo can get. Yeah, you've got a point there. Well, alright then. He leans closer to me, almost as if he didn't want the other two eavesdropping. If anything happens, I'll be in the area. Just come find me, okay? I will. Thanks, Leon. I give his arm a soft squeeze and turn my attention back to Ren. But by the way he looks at us, I can only assume that he didn't like how close I was standing to my childhood friend. Though that could have also been because Theo was still around, and honestly, I couldn't blame him. Regardless, I reached for his hand once more and tugged him towards the cafe, making a point of ignoring Theo's crass words as we went along. I barely notice how Ren's mood immediately changes when my attention is back on him, and he follows along like a lost puppy. We eventually arrive at the Driftwood Cafe, and the smell of fresh pastries and brewed coffee flood my senses as it wafts through the open windows. And just as I thought, the cafe looks as though it had only recently opened, though it didn't seem as busy or crowded as I anticipated. Pulling me from my thoughts, Ren ushers me into one of the empty tables before he goes off to make an order with a pleased look on his face. It was a bit strange how he didn't want to look at the menu first, but I chalked it up to him wanting to surprise me. Does he own the place or some shit? He's barely gone for 5 minutes before he returns once more, taking a seat in front of me with a huff. A comfortable silence washes over us, and I watch as he absent-mindedly fiddles with the ends of his hair. Was he still concerned about what Theo said about his appearance earlier? Maybe it'd be a good idea to take his mind off of it. Hey, Ren? Almost immediately, he perks up with wide eyes. How do you manage to keep your hair so fluffy? It always looks so good. Ren seems to flush instantly at my words, and he sheepishly ducks his head lower to hide his reddening cheeks. You like it? I usually just angle a blow dryer below my chin and blast the heat, and it just stays like that afterwards. Oh, so you don't need to use any products or anything? Not really. Just when I thought he got over his timid personality, it slowly came crawling back. Was this really who he was? Ren must have taken my silence as a lack of response, seeing as he tries striking up another conversation. So, work's going good for you, huh? Finally got that promotion? Yeah, I did. I honestly was surprised when I first got my promotion, considering how I'd only moved back here recently. But Eleanor's been really helpful by showing me the ropes and... Wait, how did you know I got promoted? Oh, your coworker told me all about it yesterday after you left. Eleanor, right? She seemed really proud of you. Anyway, what were you saying about her showing you the ropes? I barely noticed how he managed to change the conversation back to me, as I recounted all the times Eleanor helped me through my first week of working at the library. It eventually reached the point when I felt like I had been talking for hours, and it wasn't until something caught my eye that I finally stopped. Huh? There was a puppy? I wanna see puppy! You wanna see puppy? Look at that cute puppy! Huh? Ren glances out at the door and follows my line of sight where a small Pomeranian sat, idly chewing the laces of its owner's shoes. Oh, what a good boy! What a good baby! Yeah, that is a pretty dog, but I think you're cuter. Nothing could compare to you. Order 25. Oh, that's us. Wait right here. I'll be right back. Oh, what I would give for boba right now. Before I could get a word in, Ren was jumping out of his seat and meandering his way back towards the kiosk. It really was a sight to behold, seeing Ren tower over most of the other customers who were waiting in line. Even the cashier herself, who seemed to be at least 6 feet tall, had to crane her neck upwards just to look at him. How tall is he? God damn! But before I could blink twice, Ren was already on his way back with a large tray full of delicious food. He seats himself back on his original spot with a pleased smile and begins to lay out the dishes in front of me. Oh, this is... How will you respond? Okay, I had like all the intention of being mean to him, but I really like cake. I like scones too, but I really like cake, so... A generous slice of cake sits next to my beverage, and I almost hear my stomach rumble at the side. How did Ren know that this was my favorite thing to order? Granted, it wasn't like I've been to a Driftwood cafe before, but this was usually what I'd order at any other cafe. It was honestly like he could read my mind. And what was even more mind-boggling was that he didn't even need to look at the menu beforehand. It was like he just knew. Don't forget your drink. Ren shoots me another gentle smile of his before placing my drink before me. This shitter is creepy as fuck. Okay, but he got me cake! I like cake. No way. The drink he placed in front of me was... I actually prefer latte, though I don't like the steaming part. So I'm gonna just change it to a fruity smoothie. You're not gonna be right. The inviting aroma of fruit floods my senses, and that alone was what assured me that Ren ordered my favorite smoothie. Just like the one I usually bring on my way to work sometimes. I hope this is okay. Unfortunately, this cafe doesn't really have much to offer, judging from the menu I saw online. Ah, so that's how he knew how to order. Even tried asking for napkins earlier, but I don't think they heard me. Maybe I should try again? Almost felt bad for him, but I also felt grateful for ordering me something that I'd normally eat at a cafe. Is there anything else new? No. Ren makes sure everything is on the table before putting the tray aside, and it was then when I noticed what he had ordered himself. On his plate sat a strawberry sweet roll. God, I want cake so bad. Alongside a cup of coffee that was an alarming shade of black. He seems to pick up on my inquisitive stare, if the innocent tilt of his head was anything to go by. You want my meal instead? We can swap if you want. I don't mind. This was supposed to be a date, right? Deciding to tease him a little, I shoot Ren a sly grin. That's okay, but you could offer me a bite instead. Ren almost seems to combust on the spot as his cheeks turn red and he almost chokes down his own spit. Looks down at his food before glancing back at me, only to look down once more to scoop up a bite-sized piece of his food. I watch as Ren's cheeks turn a deep shade of red while he brings his fork closer to me, and not wanting to be seen as a coward, I lean in to take a bite. His eyes widen almost immediately, and he seems hyper-focused on the way my mouth wraps around the fork before I lick my lips and let out a pleased hum. Me when I eat. It's yummy! Try some! The pink-haired man seems to have an awkwardly long staring contest with his own fork, before scooping up yet another small piece and taking a bite. Ren's cheeks are still scarlet red, and he seems almost fidgety with how his legs keep bouncing under the table. I decide to take pity on him and not tease him for it. With a knowing smile, I start digging into my own meal with a pleased hum. He's so cute though, if only he wasn't creepy. Eventually, we ended up finishing our meals and decided to do a bit of window shopping to pass the time. I had nothing else to do today, and Ren seemed insistent on spending the rest of his time with me, so I agreed. We passed by a few clothing stores, ice cream stands, surfboard rentals, and many other interesting buildings, though nothing really caught my interest. But just as I thought I've lost all hope, one store in particular catches my eye. In one of the display windows, I spot this cute little rabbit plushie in the style of Haruko's likeness. I mean, it even came with his limited edition sorcerer outfit and everything. That sounds cute. Couldn't believe they were selling these things here, of all places. And at such cheap prices too. Ren seems to take notice of what I was not so subtly gawking at. But before we could even enter the store, the cashier walks in front of the display stand and blocks our view. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, I thought she was blocking it on purpose. She drops a box of miscellaneous items at her feet and begins stocking the shelves next to the plushies, before she finally notices us standing by the window. I don't miss the way her eyes widen at Ren, obviously taking an immediate liking to him, and almost shamelessly pushes a strand of hair behind her ears before giving him a small wave. Sneaking a glance at the taller man beside me, I noticed how Ren wasn't even paying any attention to her, instead keeping himself busy by scratching at his jaw and kicking at the stray cobblestone rocks by his feet. But the cashier seems adamant about getting Ren's attention, considering how she felt the need to abandon her spot by the shelves and make her way towards us. Hi there! Welcome to Seaside Trinkets. My name is Olivia. Can I help you with anything? Oh no, we're just looking around, but thanks for... We recently got some new beachwear merch if you're interested in checking them out. Was she seriously ignoring me? Oh Oh, you kind of look like someone I know. Have we met before? Maybe we went to the same school. Me? I don't think so. Really? I definitely would have remembered a face like yours. Actually, now that I've got a good look at you, I watch as she shamelessly takes in Ren's appearance before crossing her arms over her chest and leaning back. You also remind me of one of those characters from a cartoon that's been gaining a ton of traction here. Apparently, one of the locations from that show is based on Corlin Bay's main beach. Are you talking about Attack on Giant? Is that the name of it? Then yeah. I don't really know much about those cartoons, but our company recently started selling some stuff for it to entice the tourists. You want to come inside and take a look? Actually, do you want my number as well? Here! You had this prepared? Hehe, of course. Always need to be hairy. No. You always need to be ready in case any cutie walks in. Well, I wouldn't want to sound like a hypocrite or anything. Ren looks at me with a shy, knowing look before he hesitantly reaches out to take the piece of paper. What did he mean by that? Yeah, I don't understand either. Before I even get the chance, Ren already answers my silent question with red cheeks and a crooked smile. Oh, shut up! I said hairy on accident, not on purpose. I'm tired. Go. This is embarrassing, but I also had my number prepared for when we met at the library yesterday. Here. He reaches into his back pocket and folds out a folded pink sticky note of his own before handing it to me, alongside Olivia's number as well. Huh? My confusion must have been blatantly obvious since Ren was quick to explain his intention. With a mischievous grin, he leans closer to whisper into my ear. Maybe we could prank call her later. That'll teach her not to give her number out to strangers. But isn't that what you did with me, Ren? I match his teasing smile with my own. Touché, but I haven't received any prank calls from you though. Don't jinx it. Just as Ren lets out a puff of laughter at my joke, Olivia cuts him off. Hello? I'm still here. Oh, right. Sorry. Anyway, now that you've got my number and I've got your attention again, I think it's only fair I show you around the store. I don't do this just for anybody, you know? Ren doesn't seem to answer her initial question, nor does he seem to outright respond to her, and instead casts an inquisitive glance in my direction. It was like he was asking me for my opinion, and I can only assume it was because he knew about my interest in anime. It was thoughtful of him to do that, but I kind of wanted him to tell that rude worker off instead. True. Wait, did I really want him to do that? What's wrong with me? I think it's normal to want your friend to stand up for you when you're being rudely ignored. I'm sure that the cashier just took an interest in him, and there was nothing wrong with that. It's not like we were a couple anyway, but we were supposed to be on a date right now, and Ren did declare himself as my boyfriend earlier. But I just assumed he said that to get Tio off my back. Does that mean, was he feeling the same way as me? Was jealousy on his mind when we talked about Leon and Tio earlier? I wasn't sure how I felt about this new discovery. Angel? Huh? You want to go look at the items? We've still got a bit of time to kill. Hey, here, why don't I show you the most recent stock? I haven't shown this to the general public yet, but I'm sure you'll love it. Without warning, Olivia, was that her name? Reaches out for Ren's arm and practically drags him inside the store. Lets out a surprise sound before leaning back and trying to grab hold of my own arm as well, but I was just out of his reach. Why is everyone in this game so fucking rude? I hate everyone. There was nothing else I could do but watch as Ren helplessly gets pulled into the store. It's back here in the stock rooms. Usually we don't allow customers downstairs, but you're a real hottie, so I'll let you take a sneak peek. No, actually, I'm good. Don't worry, we won't get caught. I'm sure girlfriend won't mind if I borrow you for a bit. I'll even throw in some of those cartoon stickers for you. Surely that'll make it worth your time? The way she sends him feels a little excessive, and I honestly wish Ren would turn around so I could gauge his reaction. But instead, he leans in close to her face and so hard, talking hard. Whispers in a hushed tone that I could barely hear from my spot outside the store. This chick would be fired so fast. Yeah, she would. She sucks. If she wasn't staring right now, I would have stabbed you down the stair without a single thought. And honestly, there's nothing more I'd rather do. In their current position, it looked as though they were having a really intimate conversation, and I felt the sudden urge to look away. Why was I getting so bothered over this? I know we aren't exactly together, but Ren shouldn't be off flirting with people while on a date with someone else. I would never want to be in a relationship with someone who wasn't considerate of my feelings, and up until now, I've honestly thought Ren would have had a chance. Stab down the stairs. That wouldn't make sense. Why would you stab someone down the stairs? You would push someone down the stairs. You can't stab someone down the stairs. I guess I was wrong. Still, there was this nagging voice at the back of my head that kept telling me not to give up on him so easily. Okay, I've been noticing this. Like, MC says, oh, before she knew it, she couldn't stop her hand from nagging voice at the back of her head. I feel like she's actually being coerced, controlled by the game to like Ren. Like, she's being controlled. I am calling it right now. This game is breaking the fourth wall. You would send them down the stairs. What do you mean? Like, I guess. Oh, send them down the stairs. Okay. That would make sense. Yeah. Ren was the one who confidently stood his ground when Theo got a bit suggestive. So maybe I should do the same? Would he even mind? Before I can stop myself, see? My feet started to move on autopilot as I marched towards the two of them and reached for Ren's sleeve. Right, big brain. I gave it a hesitant tug, and I swear I could almost feel the relief wash over his body because of it. Ren's entire demeanor seemed to have changed in that moment, and he turns to me with a relieved smile on his soft features. I don't really have any interest in this store. Can we go somewhere else? Yeah, of course. Wait, hold on. Ren carelessly shoves Olivia's outstretched hand aside and gently places an arm over my shoulder instead. Just like that, he's already guiding me out of the store and back onto the busy street. I can hear Olivia sputter out confused sounds as he watches the two of us leave, and I suddenly feel guilty for causing a rift between them. He clearly wasn't enjoying it, girlie. You're fine. No matter how many times I tried to brush it aside, I still couldn't get my mind off what just happened earlier. What if Ren was interested in her? Granted, he probably should have blatantly flirted with her while on a date with me, but he wasn't exactly the most confident guy. Would he still be able to talk with her again if things don't work out between us? No, I shouldn't be thinking like that. Peering up to gauge his expression, I noticed how he didn't really look all that upset about leaving her. If anything, he seemed rather content to be walking down the street with his fingers entwined with mine once more. I'm gonna check on his mood. No mood change, no mood change. The tits on that man? Holy moly, is his tits massive? I see no tits! I'm lied to. I can feel him give my hand a protective squeeze as he looks down at me with his soft blue eyes, and all of my worries somehow melt away. Maybe I did make the right choice after all. It might have been selfish, but it was worth having Ren look at me with such a gentle expression. The tits? Right? Where are the tits? I see no tits. Eventually, the sun starts to set behind the ocean as Ren and I continue to walk along the beach walk. Most of the conversation was geared towards me and my interest again, but every time I tried to learn more about Ren, he only seemed to divert the conversation back to me once more. But the more I focused on this odd behavior, the more I began to pick up on his social habits as well. I learned that Ren would subtly pick at the sleeves of his cardigan whenever he got nervous, or how he'd scratches it at his jaw whenever the conversation straight down a path he didn't feel comfortable with. His little quirks told me more about himself than the dead-end conversations that only lead back to me, and I was content with knowing more about him than I did yesterday. Ren no longer felt like a stranger I had met at the library, but rather someone I could consider a friend. Except friends aren't supposed to get jealous whenever they see them flirt with someone else. I don't know, man. I get jealous. I don't know. I feel left behind. Abandonment issues, you know? Jeez, what was wrong with me? It had barely been 2 days, and I was already contemplating whether or not I truly saw Ren in a romantic light. Was I going too fast? All of these thoughts were starting to get a bit overwhelming, and... Angel, hello? Huh? You're spacing out on me again. There's that look again. He keeps peering down at me with so much adoration in his eyes, and if I didn't know any better, I would think that he was already halfway in love with me. But that was a very conceited thought, and probably wasn't even true. Sorry, I was just thinking about things. Are you going to share those things with the rest of the class? He sends me a playful smile and a gentle nudge into my side. I couldn't help but laugh. When did we become so comfortable with each other? And when did he lose his stutter? It's nothing really. Maybe a bit embarrassing, but well, I was wondering, how do you feel about... My sentence gets cut short when a drop of rain lands on my cheek. Instinctively, I look up and find myself wondering how I didn't notice those dark clouds in the sky sooner. All of a sudden, more droplets fall down, until it's all but pouring rain and forcing everyone in the area to find cover. Over here! Ren doesn't seem to pay much attention when he grabs me by the hand and pulls me underneath one of the awnings of a nearby building. He shields me from the rain with his body, and I couldn't help but feel tiny with the way his arms cage me in as he rests them against the wall. Kabedon! CG! Not a CG. Good enough. Good enough. I'll take it. We look at each other in silence for a brief moment before erupting in laughter. Perhaps it was because of the adrenaline from all the panic running, or the fact that Ren's hair was starting to lose its fluffiness, but I couldn't hold back from letting out a fit of giggles. This only seems to spur Ren on as well, until we're both wheezing out our lungs and gulping down air. I can't remember the last time I ran that fast. Me too! The looming sound of thunder echoes from afar and drowns out our laughter until we're both silent once more. Once we both calm down, Ren moves me further away from the rain before casting a glance behind him. Wait here. I'll buy us an umbrella so we can get out of this rain. But you'll get soaked! It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I roll my eyes at his corny joke and send him off with an amused smile. He doesn't look back before he makes a mad dash out into the rain and down the streets towards the closest convenience store. Though the rain only seems to get heavier the moment he leaves, and I find myself pressing even further against the wall behind me to avoid the recoil of the rain bouncing off the pavement. There wasn't much for me to do while I waited for Ren to return, aside from watching people scramble around for a shelter. Just like that, the carefree sounds of laughter echoes from down the street captured my attention as I watched Leon, Tio, and Jay all run to cover like their life depended on it. Well, it seems as though their beach outing got cut short as well. Glancing back once more, I barely make out the figure of Leon using his bag as a makeshift umbrella as he ducks under one of the awnings of an ice cream stand. All while Tio and Jay trail behind at a leisurely pace, kicking and splashing water at each other in the rain. That sounds so fun! It's been so long since I've played in the rain. I had to look away the moment Tio started to remove his shirt, and I had an inkling that it was so that he could show off. Knowing Jae-hyun, he'd follow along without a care in the world, because that's what he always does when it came to his friends. Part of me felt like calling out to the group to see if I could wait out the storm alongside them, but they all seemed to be enjoying themselves, and I didn't want to get in between them. Plus,
I did promise Ren that I'd wait for him here, even if he was taking his sweet time. Was he ever going to return? There was still no sign of him or his comfy-looking cardigan, and I was beginning to wonder if he really did ditch me. After all, it must have been more than 15 minutes by now. What if he got caught up with something? Or what if he went back to see that cashier lady again? Our store did happen to be on the same street, but after spending the afternoon with Ren and getting to know him, I concluded that he wasn't the type of person to do such a thing. Plus, that would be a really low blow considering that he was the one who offered to take me out on a date today. Although if I was being honest with myself, it did seem as though they had chemistry. Damn, she's so self-conscious. Can't relate, honestly. Especially with how she looked at him and touched his arm as though it was the most natural thing in the world. She apparently knew him as well, or at least he looked recognizable enough. Why did that thought make my blood boil? Thankfully, the rain was there to cool me off, as well as soak the ends of my outfit and make everything feel damp and uncomfortable. Was Ren really coming back? It shouldn't take this long to buy an umbrella. Yes, I can be annoying! Yes, I'm gonna make him mad. Lock home alone. This is stupid. Forget it. Doesn't really matter what he was doing. Ren shouldn't have taken over 20 minutes to buy an umbrella. That was just ridiculous. Besides, it was getting cold and the wind was starting to pick up. If I stay out here any longer, I'd probably get swept away. Violet's flower shop should be somewhere nearby. Maybe I could wait out the storm there? I mean, it was only a few blocks away, and she did tell me about the spare key under one of the flower pots in case of an emergency. This was kind of an emergency, right? Just as I psyched myself up to sprint towards the next overhanging roof across the street, a cold hand wraps around my wrist and scares the absolute crap out of me. Yanking back, I instinctively turn around and panic before meeting Ren's worried blue eyes. Angel, where are you going? You shouldn't be running anywhere in this weather. Jeez, Ren, what took you so long? I almost wanted to cuss him out for taking well over 20 minutes just to buy a single umbrella, but the genuinely apologetic look on his features made me hold my tongue. To be honest, MC is not a really good person. I don't mind if I don't feel bad for her for getting a yandere. Sorry, I ran into your friends from earlier, which took forever for me to shake them off. And then the convenience store ended up closing early due to the sudden weather change. So then I had to go to that awful souvenir shop with that obnoxious and clingy cashier again, and he was talking a mile a minute, and I was worried he'd end up biting his tongue. Gently, I raise a hand to signal him to calm down, and his intense monologue soon comes to a halt. I'm really sorry about making you wait so long, but ta-da! I did manage to get an umbrella, among other things as well, hehe. He gives it a small twirl in his hands, sending a droplets of water all over the place. You can start heading back home now if you want, unless you want to go somewhere specific. How will you respond? Yo, okay. I'm getting that bad ending. I wonder if the bad ending on day 2 is different from day 1. Forget it. I'm going home alone. Ren, you took way too long. I honestly thought you left me at this point. Huh? Why would I? Look, it doesn't matter. You've already wasted my time and now I'm all soaked. She's such a dick. I'm just gonna head home. Thanks for today, but after waiting for so long, I'm no longer in a good mood. Wait! He grabs onto my wrist again, but this time his grip was much stronger, almost as if he wanted to keep me here. Turning to face him, I barely give him more than a second to explain himself before I decide to walk off. I was just... You wanted that Haruka plushie from earlier, right? I bought it on the way back. I really didn't think I'd take that long, but I feel so bad, actually. As if to prove a point, he offers me the bag from under his arm. And true to his word, there was the plushie I was eyeing earlier. all wrapped up in a plastic casing to stop it from getting wet. It almost pulled at my heartstrings, and I would have found his consideration endearing like usual. But something about seeing Ren with that cashier from earlier still rubbed me the wrong way. Was it normally crossed out right like that? No, it was because back in the time where I kept getting bad endings, he said he'd guide me so that I can make good choices and end up with him. So ever since then, like the choices would shake if that's like the good choice and would get crossed out if that's the choice that would lead to a bad ending. So of course I want a bad ending. For all I know, he could have been chatting her up while she wrapped the toy. No, it's fine. You can keep it. I just want to go home, okay? So please let go of my arm now. As if finally noticing his grip on me, Ren hesitantly lets go of my arm. But not before gently placing the bag into my arms for me to take and offering me a pitiful smile. Why is he actually so cute though? Like, he's a yandere, but he's kind of fine. Really, I was just buying this for you. I'm really sorry it took me so long. I merely offer him one final nod of my head before I turn on my heel. Whether or not he perceived that as me accepting his apology was up to him. Yeah, I get that it shook for the right choices, but I didn't see the crossed out ones. I also haven't seen the red ones. The red ones are the crossed out ones, no? You're really going? Wait, He reaches for my sleeves this time, and I feel him give it a faint tug before he lets go, almost as if he remembered my words from earlier. Please don't go. Please stay. I'll buy you something else. What about your favorite snack? Do you want another cake? There's a convenience store nearby. Or maybe some manga? Can go to the library instead. Was Ren seriously putting up that timid act again? After all this time? I don't even bother turning around at this point. Angel, please. Please don't go. I'm sorry. Let me make it up to you. Angel. His voice gets drowned out by the rain as I hurriedly run back home, using his bag as a makeshift umbrella. Slamming the door shut, I immediately throw the bag in frustration. I haven't seen the red one, so I wasn't sure what it normally looked like. Ah, I see. Yeah, it's just like the shaking red ones. Before picking it back up and ensuring that the contents inside it were still okay. After all, while this poor Haruko plushie didn't deserve such horrid treatment, Ren sure did. I really think it's fine, my girl. He went out of his way to get rained on so he could buy an umbrella for you. Like, if you didn't want to wait, you should just go with him. I would have, but you know. Placing it back on the table, I decided to change out of my wet clothes and take a quick shower. There was no use in making things even worse by catching a cold. I could even check to see if Moth was online later and vent to them. I really want to scream right now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, he immediately goes to neutral now. Once I was finished with my shower, I noticed how the plushie was no longer on the table where I left it. Strange. Did it fall off? I shuffle around the kitchen island to investigate when the power suddenly turns off. Great, now there's a blackout too, huh? In a pathetic attempt to not bump into anything, I fumble around for the cupboard under the sink to try and find some spare matches and candles. But as I do, I barely make out the sound of my front door creaking open. Okay. This is the same as before. Aw, so no more new bad endings? I'm sad. Ooh. So anyways, I read the game page and apparently there's like 4 days out for now. So I think I'm gonna stop here for now. And then I'll pick it up back again tomorrow to continue. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching.